What is good, YouTube? What is good, Facebook? Welcome into another show once again with your boy LastWord Productions. I'm your boy Tavares Wilson. As you all know by now, always get the last word. So we here for another week, another episode. If you're not doing so already, man, be sure to hit like, subscribe on the YouTube channel, hit the bell notification, be notified whenever we do go live. And remember that social media handle is across all platforms. LastWord Productions. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. Look me up, I'm there. But got my boy Mike once again with me, bro. How you feel, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing today, bro?
For sure. But let's get off into some early NBA news, man. Let's talk about some things that I want to discuss. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Keep it a buck. I feel like there's been a lot of Kobe disrespect going around. And listen, I've been a guy that's been labeled a Kobe hater. I've been a guy that's been labeled a Kobe, you feel me, pretty much a Kobe like biased fan of LeBron. So I diminish Kobe's legacy, et cetera, whatever the case may be. I've been called a lot of things about Kobe. I got a Kobe poster right now on the wall, man. I got a Kobe jersey in the closet. Like, I'm a Kobe guy. Like, I know who Kobe is. You feel me? But I want to say this, and I got to say this in regards to Shaq himself. Shaq is one of the 10 best players to ever play this game. Shaq is probably, arguably, the second best center to ever play. He's arguably that. I'm not taking that from him. However, these comments, these concerns, these questions that people have about whether or not he could have won a three-peater with Tracy McGrady and him saying he felt like he could have won with Tracy because he was that dominant of a player. Tracy was just as talented. Stop. We got to stop. Listen, man. Tracy is a hell of a talent, and it stops there. He never won anything of significance in his career. He had the chances. He had the opportunities. He had the teams. A lot of people forget that Rockets team with Yao Ming, Shane Battier, and them boys, that was a pretty damn solid squad. They forget he went to Toronto and teamed up with Vince to try to make a run. People forget this stuff. Tracy McGrady is a hell of a talent, and he was a hell of a player at his best, no doubt about it. But did he ever forget just making the finals? Did he ever? He never won a playoff series, and I think people forget that. Game, Shaq, you are one of the most dominant forces, if not the most dominant forces the game's ever seen. I will never take that from him. But people forget that when Shaq had fouled out, Kobe had to go have his best game of the series to continue the series to keep going forward, to win the game, to win the ring. People forget that he also was averaging 30 almost in the finals where they got their second ring. And then we also forget that Kobe went on to win 2 rings versus Shaq went and won without him. And I understand. I get it. Paul Gasol came. I get it. Andrew Bynum came. I understand. I get all that.
Still had to win it, though.
Exactly. But he still went out and got the shit done. Yeah. We got to stop this Kobe disrespect, man. I don't know where this shit is coming from. I don't know why people are starting to hop on this train that he's, someone who could have been replicated by anybody that was just a shooting guard that has skill.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it is. Like, we can sit here and talk about his imperfections as a player. Yes, he had his inefficient games and nights. Yes, he never shot better than 47% from the field in the season. I understand all that. Kobe is still one of the best scorers this game has ever seen. He's one of the best perimeter defenders this game has ever seen. He's a better playmaker than what people give him credit for. He's one of the best shot creators and technicians this game has ever witnessed. And no one can take that from him. You put Tracy McGrady in that same circumstance, same situation, same scenario, you're not getting the same result. You may get one, maybe, and that's a big maybe. But you ain't getting 3. You're not getting 3.
If you put him on them Rockets teams, they damn sure ain't finna just keep losing in the first round. He not
Exactly.
losing no series. So yeah, I ain't. Yeah, it started like I ain't. I started a couple months ago, bro, with the Kobe stuff, and people just started saying all kind of outlandish, like outlandish shit. Like, oh, he not top 10 all time. Maybe he's a top 20 player. Oh, he wasn't this, he wasn't that. I'm like, bro, this dude top 5 scoring all time. He's I think 9 or 10 first 9 or 10 All NBA defensive team. So he gave it to you on both ends. I'm finna give you 30 and I'm finna lock you up and make sure you don't even get 20. So it's just like, and then bro had every player that played against Kobe in that era, the LeBrons, the Melos, they all say the same thing. You could like he was getting his shot off regardless. Bro had 2 or 3 counters to every move he had. Like I don't know too many players who are building their counters to their own moves to get their own stops, their own stuff off. Like you're not doing that. So like that goes to like what you were saying about him being a technician and him just like taking the craft that serious. Like I'm a LeBron guy too, but at the same time, I ain't finna just sit here and act stupid like Kobe didn't like do what Kobe did, bro. Like and then even with Shaq winning that fourth one, like you said, he got one more. D Wade was the Finals MVP for that. Like D Wade went off them 4 games in a row in Miami against Dallas. It wasn't Shaq going for 30 and 20. It was D Wade going for 38 a game them next 4 games. So he wasn't even the best player on that team when he won. Kobe was still the best player on both them Finals teams, even with Paul Gasol coming, Andrew Bynum, and all them other role players coming in. Like that was still Kobe's team. Period. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if people been smoking or if it's just, oh, he said it, I'm gonna say it, or if it's clickbait. I think some of it is just clickbait because we live in a social media age. People trying to get clicks on their pages and they channels and all that. But anybody with common sense that actually watched basketball from 2000 to when he retired would never put that man outside the top 10 or compare him to Tracy McGrady and think that they were close at anything other than being able to score a basketball.
Right. And listen, man. I mean, like I said, man, I don't have a problem with per se people saying that Kobe had his imperfections as a player. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not mad that people say that, Kobe could have been a little better at this, a little better at that. That's all fine and dandy. Every player could be better at something. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, when you turn the games on and you watch this man play, he's one of the best players we've ever seen do it. He's the second best. He's the second best shooting guard of all time. I think that goes without saying, without question. And if you believe he's not top 10, because I've had arguments with people saying he's not top 10. At one point I didn't really believe he was top 10, but it wasn't because I felt like he's not deserving of that. I just think there are 10 players you could argue. But he's anywhere between 10 to 12 in my book. I mean, honestly. But I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh man, he's not top 15. He's somewhere in the 20s. I'm not gonna sit and tell you that Tracy McGrady is just as good. I'm not gonna sit and tell you.
No.
I'm not gonna sit and tell you that. Who else? Vince Carter or these guys. If given the opportunity, could have been. No, I'm not telling you none of that shit, man. Because I know who Kobe is. I know the work ethic. I know the work he put in to be great. Those dudes didn't have that. They didn't have the work. They didn't have the grit, the audacity to want better for themselves. They didn't have that.
No, and I got him at 8 personally in my top 10. I got him at 8, so he like right in that mix. I feel like him and Tim Duncan have similar resumes, and Tim Duncan is top 10. Therefore, him and Kobe both should be in that top 10. Like they have similar resumes across the board. So that's how I look at it. I got him at 8 overall.
I mean, like I said, that's cool, but it's just other arguments, man. Like you think, how about you think Steph over him?
Right now, no. I wouldn't put Steph over him right now. Maybe when it's over, yes, but right at this moment, I wouldn't put Steph over him. And I think that's one people been doing that a lot, like putting Steph in like the top 4, 5, and then just throwing Kobe off a cliff. Like, no, we're not doing that.
I know some people are putting Steph ahead of Kobe, and some people believe that's the way to go, and that's all fine and dandy. I'm not mad at it, man. I don't agree. I don't think Steph is over. I don't think Steph is over Kobe, but that's just me though. But we got Stiz. What's going on, bro?
No much, y'all like?
What's the word, my boy?
So
Already. We
Yeah.
we're
started up.
just talking about the recent Kobe disrespect. So
I mean, to me, bro. Oh, wait. Are we started? We live?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, my bad. Okay, so to me, where did y'all leave off at? Tell me that, because I can go in for days, bro. I don't want to recap something y'all done already said.
Man, I basically was saying like for one, the biggest thing I was talking about was the whole Shaq and commenting on the Tracy McGrady comment saying he would have won with Tracy just as many he's won with Kobe because he was that great of a player. This, that, and the third, X, Y, and Z. Listen, man, I think that's horseshit. If I'm just being honest, I don't think he's winning 3 rings with Tracy McGrady. I don't think Tracy's the player that a lot of people think he is, but that's neither here nor there. But what's your thoughts on it, bro?
So I say that they get at least one, maybe two, just because he was that impactful on offense. Obviously, he was not the defender that Kobe was, but that's on field to find a scheme, right? So the Lakers that we know, whether it was Shaq and Kobe or Kobe and Powell, they ran off size, right? So they lengthened mobility for the most part, with the exception of Powell and Bynum. But even when you throw in Artest or Odom, or I'm really trying to think of somebody else, or Trevor Ariza, somebody maybe from the earlier Rick Fox. All of those guys had length paws, and that's what they really ran off of to for an advantage. So I think that field could have made some work with T Mac. 3-peat, doubtful, right? Defense does, like I say, play a factor. But the overall Kobe disrespect, bro, has been loud and it's been ridiculous. So having him at 11th, or I know right after he passed, when I say right after, when we talking 4, maybe 5 months, I started seeing a lot of lists where he was no longer in the top 10. And I just don't understand it, because at that time it was still, oh, well, LeBron hasn't passed Kobe yet. Well, if LeBron hadn't passed Kobe, and a lot of people had him 2 or 3, then how is it that Kobe's out of the top 10? More or less the top 5, bro. So I don't understand it. I think it's more so been marketing. I don't know what the overall goal would be for them to, like, what they be trying to achieve, but it don't make sense. More specific. Well, I tell you what, that's probably one of our later topics. So I'll get into 2 of the people that are on the list that be above him. We'll get into that shit later. But it's asinine. Anybody that has watched basketball over the last 2-3 decades, I don't understand how they would justify not having Kobe in the top 10.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I just don't know, and I don't understand why people are under this belief that you could throw in any scoring guard and Shaq is winning 3 straight titles. I don't think it's happening, because I think a lot of people forget that, like I just told Mike earlier, that Shaq fouled out in one of those finals games and Kobe had to go finish. I mean, a lot of people not gonna get in that predicament and actually execute and let alone get the job done. So it's not I'm not really feeling that, man. And again, I've been a dude that's been labeled a Kobe hater. Like, people have said this multiple times, and that's cool. Hey, listen, I'll wear that because I've been critical of Kobe. I've never said the nigga was perfect. But at the same time, in the same breath, it's like, hey, let's be so dead ass. Tracy McGrady has never even won a playoff series, gang. He's never even won a playoff series. And he gonna 3-peat? It's like, we gotta be honest.
Here,
It's
here
not
was
happening.
here was my thing, right? So even Shaq said this when they did the Shaq and Kobe interview or whatever. He's like, "Oh, Kobe was our closer." Right? I do believe. So are you saying that they don't get a single ring, or you just saying like they don't 3-peat?
I get them. I get them one. I don't think that they're not getting two.
I
I
also
don't
give
think they
him
get
one.
two.
I give him one.
I don't think
Okay.
they get two.
I
I
don't know which year they get it in that 3-year span, but they get one.
Because it essentially that's what McGrady would have been. He would have just been the closer, right? So I do believe somebody else would have had to step up, like all around. Like I don't think he would have put up the same amount of or average the same amount of points, rebounds, assists, steals, all of that, like as Kobe did. So I think somebody would have had to step up and be the second guy as far as rebounds. Somebody would have had to step up and be the second guy as far as assists, so on and so forth. But nah, I'm giving them one for sure. But I'm saying two because of field.
And then we got I didn't think about the field aspect as far as like they run the triangle. Can Tracy run the triangle? Is he gonna be able to develop the little nuances Kobe developed as far as counter moves and different things like that to be able to get a shot off even within that system? Because people call Kobe a gun, but real talk, every time he won, he was running a triangle.
That's a fact.
Mike was putting up the same numbers, jacking up shots, running the triangle. So it's not like he was just on some ISO ball, I'm finna do my thing. He was running the system. The system he became the system because of how great he was. So
him and Tracy McGrady in that situation, to me, it has a lot of similarities to if they were saying like Melo would have been drafted by the Pistons, right? Obviously, as a rookie, what we know now, it would have made sense for Melo to come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like for offense. But at that time, they draft him number one. Obviously, he's going to take Tayshaun Prince. You know what I'm saying? He's going to start in front of Tayshaun, and all you have is defense coming off the bench. So that shit don't work right. But I'm looking at it like the rest of the team has to step up and play even better defense than it already was because just what you said, you just going to be our gun. You just going to come in and score.
You're going to come in and chuck.
That's it, bro. That's it. You said that you didn't account for the field situation, right? So they
as far as just running the triangle and the counting coach Phil Jackson was, because I mean, best coach Tracy ever had realistically was Rick Adelman.
So wait. They 76ers, 76ers, Pistons. Who did they play? I'm tripping.
In the playoff series they was in?
No, we're there because I remember them shooter. I mean them head to heads with the Kings. I'm talking about who did they play in the finals? Those years.
So they played who did they play? What is it, 2000 to 2002, right?
Yes.
Let me look it up.
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on it.
Yeah, I can't think of the single team they played.
So the Pacers,
right, they beat Reggie. I know that went.
So that was the first one, and then the 76ers.
Right. AI. So they beat Reggie, AI, and then who was the third?
Jason Kidd, you know?
Jason Kidd, Kenyon Martin, Richard Jefferson.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, bro, the Nets. They got
3 straight finals. I think I lost all 3, bro.
Nah. The Nets lost to the Spurs the next year, if I'm not mistaken.
They went back-to-back finals and lost.
Okay, yeah.
And then got to the conference finals, I think, against the Pistons in 2004 and lost. And that was it. They was done. They started shipping them off.
Not to deviate too far, but Kenyon had his work cut. He had to face Shaq one year and then Timmy D the next, bro. Like that.
The crazy thing is, realistically, if we look at the numbers, Kenyon was getting busy, regardless.
Big fact.
Dude really 6'8", playing a power forward back, he was getting active.
Nah, big fact.
He's one of my favorite players, honestly, from that era, power forward wise.
I can't hate it, bro. I can't.
But he's never made an All-NBA defensive team, which I think is crackhead, which is crazy. The same thing like with how they did Clay. I don't know how Kenyon Martin never made an All-NBA defensive team. There's no way in hell. But,
I think they talked about it. I want to go back and watch that. I think they spoke on that, though.
Yeah.
All right, so let me switch topics real quick. I had to come get this little man, but talk. But so let's go back to the NBA talks about the rumors, man. So right now, I'm not too sure how much validity there is to this or not, but there is speculation and rumors that Joel Embiid is involved in Pacers talks about actually going to Indiana for Obi Toppin and some picks. Now, I'm not too sure how true that is, but let's say for the sake of argument, there is some validity to it and it's actually merit. Like, what does that do for y'all in terms of the Pacers? Like, what does that move the needle for y'all at all, or y'all just think they're done?
Go ahead, Mike.
I saw that on Facebook the other day, and I just thought it was like some trolling shit. So I was like, I ain't gonna pay attention to it. But if it's a real thing, and they're genuinely considering moving Joel Embiid for Obi Toppin and picks, one, it's gonna have to be players too, because their salaries don't match up. Joel is making max money, so Obi Toppin's funds and Joel's funds ain't adding up. So they're gonna have to throw in more players. I don't know who they give up or how they get that done. I would not touch Joel Embiid with a 10-foot pole right now. As dominant as he is, as incredible of a player as he is, when healthy, it's always a when healthy. He, even though he stayed and kept playing, Ben Simmons had his little thing in Philly, and we kind of killed Ben Simmons for missing all them games and all that. Joel Embiid is neck and neck with him. They dropped the graphic last year during the first round of the playoffs or whatever. I think the play in or whatever Philly was in, and his games played is like 430 or something like that. His games missed is like 415, 420. So I'm not. If I'm Indiana, I already know this year might be a wash. So you lost Miles Turner already. I'm not giving up Obi Toppin and picks and more players for a dude that's not playing. You still got a young core. All them boys still can run. You still got Mathurin. You still got Tyrese that's gonna come back year after next. Nimhard. All them young boys you still got. You still got Siakam. You don't need a bench player. Like you're already missing your stars. You gonna trade for another star that's never healthy? I'm not doing it. I wouldn't touch him. And it's sad because when he played, honestly, the only big man that could possibly fuck with him is Joker, and he done cook Joker a couple times in head-to-head matchups. But other than that, it's not worth it. You can't trust him.
A regular season guy, bro. Literally won MVP, and then we watched his, and it was one series, but still it counts. We watched his statistics fall dramatically. So, which, if I'm not mistaken, if it wasn't for Jokic sitting at the end of that season, I don't think he would have won MVP anyway. It was more so narrative driven, but just what he said. I don't believe in. Oh, we got this young core. I understand Halliburton's going to be gone. You just lost Miles Turner. I don't know if they picked up a big so far. I highly doubt that they did. But I don't say jump out the window and go get a very expensive headache, bro. That's essentially what you're doing. I gave up on Embiid a while back after Doc Rivers and Embiid blamed Ben Simmons for them losing that series. I gave up on him then, right? And then I developed a hate for his fan base because they are overly apologetic for him, right? So if it's one thing, like I understand that you're injured, but when you are healthy and you do play in the postseason, you have absolutely no excuses, right? You've blamed Ben Simmons, then you turn around. He made a comment about the roster before they got James Harden, right? So yes, was James Harden supposed to get them over the hump just because him and Embiid was healthy? I'm not necessarily saying that, but again, how many excuses are you gonna get? Right, you had Harden, you had Maxey. Tobias Harris was a phenomenal role player for him over there for a long time. They went and got backup bigs. DeAndre Jordan was there, so on and so forth. So now, if I'm the Pacers, I don't do it. But also because of Halliburton being out, if they were both healthy, potentially, bro. Like I would need him to see him play through a whole season, and then ramp up I would be extremely doubtful for him in the postseason, but I give them my opportunity. With Halliburton out, like no, it makes no sense to make that move.
Yeah, I agree. I think if Tyrese was healthy, I think I would be all for it if I'm the Pacers. Because listen, this is a star-driven league, regardless of how you want to slice it. I mean, the Pacers was an anomaly what we seen last season. This is a team that made it to the finals, and you can argue they didn't have one all-star caliber player outside of maybe Pascal Siakam. I mean, for a large portion of the season, no one thought Tyrese was really that for real. No one thought that. So we can sit here and say he bettered himself when it came for the biggest moments for sure, but he wasn't no all-star caliber guy. At least no one viewed him in the consistent light. But with all that being said, listen, we can sit here, we can speak about how Joel hasn't been healthy, how he's been a problem in locker room cancer at times and stuff like that. When he's on the court and he's healthy, he's one of the three best players in the league. I don't think that's even questionable. So with that being said, do you go out and get that kind of talent if it means you have a chance to actually win it all? Yeah, but the only reason I wouldn't do it is for the same reason Stage just said. They're both not healthy. So that's why I wouldn't do it. It has nothing to do with the fact that I don't think he's not worth that, because I think he is. But is he going to come in ready to go? Is Tyrese Achilles gonna magically heal itself so he could be ready for the start of next season? No. So you don't do it from that standpoint. So I'm not with them actually making the move because of the fact that health is the biggest concern on both ends for your two best players, arguably at this point, if you were to get him. So it's like, yeah, this season just is a wash then. Because
Well,
at some
but you got to remember too, though, right? The reason why I called him an expensive headache, even if Halliburton is healthy, is because you're not running the same skill. What he was doing over there in Philly, he's not doing that over there with the Pacers. They play team basketball. So Joel Embiid not shooting 7, 8 3-pointers per game, right? If he's shooting mid ranges, we might be talking about 5, maybe 6. He's gonna get 1 per quarter for sure, but they're going to want him to be more aggressive. And I'm not saying play traditional back to the basket because you're going to have to utilize all his abilities because his contract says so, right? But they play team basketball. So watching him go for the gusto every single night, which to your credit, he would be healthier. I believe so, right? You don't put the physical toll on him that you once did. And he's just as good as a defender, if not better than Miles Turner, right? So, but
he's for sure a better defender than Miles Turner.
His condition is always an issue, and they like to run. So is that lazy shit he been doing going translate? It wouldn't.
It's a system issue.
Rick Carlisle is not going.
I'm about to say we have to account that Rick Carlisle is with the Pacers.
Rick Carlisle is not going for that.
Rick Carlisle is going to get more of his players. I personally believe coaches matter just as much as a good player. So
that's a fact. That's a
fact. I think if I'm Philly, I do it though. Rick Carlisle, I think that money, I do it. If you Philly, you do it though. If I'm Philly, I do it so I can get up off that money.
Real quick though, you said Toppin and picks, but did they have, because we know for sure at least one more player would be gone. So did they have any more names on there?
Nah, it was just Obi. Okay. They were saying like it was a trade rumor that was evolving around them two as the primary players. But I do believe, of course, if they were to make a move, there's going to be at the very least, one other player added to that. So,
because I'm not giving up Nembhard, Mathurin, Naismith. I mean, all of them 20 or younger, bro. So I'm not giving them up.
You're gonna have to give up at least one of them.
So what? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like realistically, yes. Somebody, probably two, because are any of them under their second contract?
No.
So yeah, you giving up really your bench, dog. Like
all your depth cooked. You're done.
Yeah. So this was the hypothetical of being able to keep them, and if him and both Halliburton were healthy. But nah, bro, I don't. For me, it's a no because of the system alone. What got us there? It wasn't playing through one guy.
I think Philly should be in sale mode, so they can get rid of him. Do it because you still got PG unhealthy ass on your books. And now that shit starting to rub off on my dog Maxie, who I never hurt, and now that shit rubbing off on Maxie. I don't like it, bro. Like, get rid of PG hurt ass, let VJ and VJ Reese and Obi go hoop. It was crazy. It'll flip the teams. Like Philly would be the team that would need to get on a run because VJ gonna run, Maxie gonna run, Obi gonna run. Turn them loose. See what you get.
Facts, big facts.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The Sixers, man. Listen, the Sixers can get healthy. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's really a sleeping giant for real. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like if they can get healthy, that's
this would be the year to do it. The East wide open. So if it was ever a time for Joel to remember he's supposed to be on the court, this would be the year to do it.
Yeah, I just what you said. It's wide open. If the 76 can stay healthy, they could be a problem. But I know who their story is, bro. We gonna see.
No Tatum, no Reese. Miami is fringe. We don't know what moves Milwaukee can really make.
Milwaukee not gonna make enough moves, and then I don't think.
So real talk by the trade deadline, Giannis could be like, "Yeah, I tried. I'm done with this." So that could flip it also.
Facts.
So it's so many. Only team that's really coming back as is the Knicks.
Facts.
And that's not even saying much because
it's not. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, if it was ever
we're gonna see what Mike Brown. We're gonna see what Mike Brown could do. I mean, Miles Bridges got his money. We'll see. But
I wouldn't.
At the end of the day, if Philly can get healthy with Jared McCain coming into his own, Tyrese Maxey, PG. Listen, I know PG did not do himself any favors this last season at all.
Bro, he been having a rough summer, bro.
But if PG can, if he could even be a half of the player he thought they was getting, that's something. And then if you get Embiid back healthy, that'll be a team that a lot of people in the East is not going to want to see if they fully healthy.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't play him until the back end of the year, like the last 2 months of the season, if I'm in playoff contention. I wouldn't play him, bro. I wouldn't even risk playing him. I swear I wouldn't. I wouldn't play him.
I ain't
If
gonna
you can stay afloat with them young boys, at least be 7 or 8 to get into the play-in, I would bring him back around March, so he got about a month and a half to get his win, get his game back, and that's it. I wouldn't play him.
The only reason why you'd have to play him before then is for cohesiveness, right? Because, like I say, if they're going to go back to playing him like they were, then the team is not going to be ready for that, right? Y'all sharing the rock, everybody kind of being able to eat with mismatches and stuff like that. Then you just go to pass the ball down low. Yeah, bro. So the East is wide open. It is their opportunity to lose for sure. I just know what he's going to give, bro. I just going close.
20 games.
First through third, he's that guy. And then fourth quarter, bro, he just go missing sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying that. He needs to be better for sure. He needs to be better. He has he has all the talent in the world. I mean, this is a dude that is quite literally just Hakeem Olajuwon reincarnated with a 3-pointer. So
facts.
It's a lot that could be done. But we got Will. What's going on, bro?
What's poppin', bro? You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right.
But we were speaking on the trade rumors and speculation of the Joel Embiid going to the Pacers. And what's your thoughts on it would be? You think it'd be a good move for them, or you think it'd be a bad move?
It'd be a good move for the Sixers. It wouldn't be a good move for the Pacers. I don't really at this point, bro, I kind of treat Joel Embiid like PG, like Kawhi. He's just one of them guys where like he could be as good as anybody in the world, but it don't matter because he's never gonna stay healthy. So, and then even if by God chance he is healthy, he's also not gonna win you a playoff series. Like he's not gonna be that guy. He's an underperformer. You know what I mean? Even when it comes down to the end of regular season, he underperforms. And then I can't even remember the last playoff series he played in, but I know he didn't do good. So
if I'm not mistaken, it was the MVP
MVP year.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was it. But
that was like 3 years ago.
I believe so. Yeah,
right. Because he ain't been healthy since, right?
Because SGA just won MVP, and then Jokic won the year before, right? And then it was Embiid. Am I wrong?
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Okay, all right. So yeah, bro. So I
don't even.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. You definitely did full circle on what we everybody just said collectively, right?
Oh, so all right.
Exactly what we said. So that's why I was like, perfect.
And until he stays healthy, he's pretty much irrelevant. But when healthy, we know he's gonna ball out regular season. Come postseason, you don't know if he's gonna show up or not. But before T come back, because I don't know what the next topic is, and I can't find a fair segue. I'm gonna say this too, and I really was disgusted with how they handled the Ben Simmons situation. When they asked Doc Rivers, did he feel like he could win with Ben Simmons as his point guard? And that man said, I don't know, it was over with. How especially as an all-star, as a guy that's on the all-defense team every year, and your head coach is saying he does not know if he can win a championship with you. He mentally checked out. I do believe Ben Simmons is one of the weaker mentality NBA players, or I don't know if people was deeming him as a star, but let's call him a borderline star at that time, right?
He was definitely a star.
Okay.
Not I'm giving him star, but he was a star
and all NBA defender. So
okay, I'm giving him star as well. So I never seen somebody of that caliber mentally fold like he did. But at the same time, too, I think that was over with that franchise. And then for Joel Embiid to come back damn near immediately and say, "Oh, as soon as he passed that layup up or that dunk up, that's when we lost the series." And y'all had a whole nother game. It was over with, though. It was done.
They gonna have to do a 30 for 30 on Ben Simmons.
Bro, my thing is they should have asked them if they think they can win with Doc Rivers as their coach.
Exactly.
Facts.
Like,
Everyone,
bro, it's so overrated. Like,
he's a regular season coach, bro. He's gonna do enough to get you a top 3 seed more than likely. If he's coaching throughout the entire year, he's top 3 seed in the NBA or in that conference or whatever. But after that, it's down here.
Yeah, I don't even think he's that. I think Doc Rivers is the most overrated head coach in any sport. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too, bro. I think he's completely carried by his talent. His entire career, he's been carried by talent, bro.
Facts, no question.
And he can't even do that right. Like
he can't scheme, and he definitely can't make adjustments.
Fumble Philly, fumble Lob City. He should have got more than one ring out of that Boston team. Like
definitely should have got more than one ring.
He's not the guy.
Don't forget what he did with Tracy with Orlando. A lot of people.
All right, bro.
I didn't want to bring that up. I was gonna leave that up.
They gonna.
A lot of people love to forget that, but Tracy go 3-peat with Shaq though. Hey, he go 3-peat with Shaq. Man, people kill me, man. But let's get off into the next topic, man. I want to talk about something that I know y'all wanted to address, and that I wanted to get my full spill on. But let's talk about the Draymond Green situation, and if he wasn't on the Warriors, would they have won the ring? So, listen, man. I'm gonna let y'all boys go first because I know what I want to say. Stiz is on you, bro. I know you.
Okay, so realistically, right? So with the 2 KD years, I believe you can fill in a defensive player, for Draymond and still win those rings. In fairness, I feel like I could fit in a couple point guards where Steph was and still win those rings with that Golden State team. So when KD was there, like I don't even know if that's really an argument, bro. Like you're not gonna tell me that Dame Lillard couldn't have won at that time. You're not gonna tell me that again Harden, because Steph Curry wasn't closing those games. Right?
No, Harden, no.
Okay,
Harden,
cool.
No. Harden's never gonna win nothing.
I don't even know if I'm gonna give you Dame, bro. I don't know if I give you Dame.
So my point is, bro,
I respect
Steph Curry was asked to bring 2 things, right? Out of this world shooting, not just 3-point shooting, but out of this world crazy shots, and then being able to run around nonstop, right? Literally indefensible. I believe that you can change that scheme with certain players and not play the exact same way, but you can still win with the talent that they had on the roster. Then you include the fact that we're not talking about like, oh, these niggas just went on a historic run and knocked out superstar after superstar for the first ring. Then they played a Kevin Loveless and a Kyrie-less Cavaliers team, and it took them 6 games. So, yeah, I strongly believe that you can plug and play different players into that system outside of Draymond and Steph Curry and still come away with minimum 2 rings, more than likely 3. That last ring, y'all have a solid argument for Steph Curry was more pivotal than Draymond. But no, I do not see Steph Curry.
Argument.
Yeah,
that's an argument.
He's the most important player in the franchise's history, bro. What are we talking about? Solid argument.
He's the most important player
in that franchise's history. Absolutely.
Sure. Yes.
So when
he's the greatest warrior ever, bro.
Okay, cool. But you said most important and greatest warrior. That's 2 different things.
All right, he's the best warrior.
Because the impact and importance that Draymond has brought was equally as important.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Okay, so here's my thing though. It's easy to say no, it wasn't. Then prove it.
Okay.
What do you have?
Hold on, time out. Let's do that. Let's prove it. He said prove it. Let's prove it. Okay. Let's go back to the series that they lost in 7 games when they blew the 3-1 lead against the Cavs. Draymond Green is suspended because of his own foolishness, his own reasonings. He comes back. He has the game of his life, and they still lose. So, regardless of whether Draymond plays or not, because people were arguing that Draymond Green played Game 6, there's not a Game 7. He played Game 7, and they still lost. They said if Draymond was there, Bron will go for 40. Well, he went for 40 the next game. So this defensive stopper that we painted out Draymond Green to be, I'm just saying I haven't really seen the pivotal moments, gang. I haven't seen it.
You haven't
Because
seen
when they asked him to make these plays and make these stops, I mean, we could point to moments throughout the playoffs, but if we're talking specifically the finals, when are these moments against LeBron occurring, bro? When did this happen against Kyrie?
So I never to answer your question, yes, we gave him the defensive mentality. We gave him a great defensive player. I never said anything about him stopping LeBron. And just for the simple fact that you said he played the game of his life and still lost, does that go on him or does that go on Steph Curry?
No, it goes on the team.
Hold on, T. Here's the point, right? So if no matter what, Curry is going to get most of the blame for losing. He has to get most of the praise for winning, bro. He has to be the most important piece for winning if he's the most important piece for losing, bro. If
that's
he holds most of the weight.
That's the best player on every team. We know that. The star players will get the credit and the blame. We know that. So we get that. But
bro, Draymond Green would not be the best player on damn near any team in the NBA.
He wouldn't be the best player on any team.
We're not saying that he's
no.
Like
hold on, bro. My thing is, if you're that important, you're going to be the best player on a lot of teams. It don't matter. We can say anything. Yes, it is. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
You got dudes like Robert Ory with 7 rings who just make one big shot every other playoff run, and that's important.
And he wasn't close to the most important player. What are you talking about?
He literally helped teams win championships because of his.
But he wasn't close to the most important player.
How?
Bro, you can be important and still not be the most important. Just because you're very important in the role you play. Just because you're very important in the role you play does not mean you're one of the most important.
But you just said if you're one of the most important players, you have to also be the best player on other teams. That's not the case.
I never said you have to be. I'm just saying in Draymond's case, not only is he not the most important or equally as important as Steph, he would also not even be the best player on almost any team in the NBA.
I agree with the back end of that, but here's the problem though, right? He has equal importance because of what he was able to bring, being able to guard at that time, not always his entire career in the league, but at that time, the runs that they were making, being able to guard 1 through 5 and also still be able to facilitate the ball, right? So it was more, and people forget, yes, he's not an offensive player, but Draymond was 14, 15 points per game at one point in time. And that wasn't just in the regular season. So a lot of that, just what Mike said, a lot of that had more so to do with sacrifice than anything else. So y'all be saying that, that you can plug in anybody for Draymond. No, you can't.
Because sacrifice, he was a horrendous shooter. Teams were leaving him open.
When he came into the league, he could score the ball, bro.
Facts.
Barely,
I'm not
bro.
saying he was the elite shooter.
But hold on, but that's
any player who comes into the league can score the ball.
Fine.
No, we're talking that's fine. For 4 years in a row at Michigan State. He can score the ball.
But listen, that's cool, Mike. But this is the problem. We're talking about the championship years that they won when they competed and won and got
so
titles.
When they won, you used Game 7 to start your example, right? He had 32 points in that Game 7. What did Steph do in that Game 7? The best player, the most important.
Steph played his worst game of his career. There's no denying.
So
again, what I'm saying is that.
So hold on. So based on just that example alone, you're saying they win without him. Well, he was on the court. He played his ass off. Your best player that you're saying is the end-all, be-all, essentially, of that team, which I agree with. He's the most important, most everything to that franchise. Played like shit and they lost.
Bro, you're talking about a series they lost. We're talking about them winning the series they already won.
Wait. But listen, Mike, that proves the point of Steph is the end and beginning of the team. If he played bad, despite the fact that Draymond had the best game he ever had, and they still lost because Steph was bad, that means it starts and ends with him. That's what that means. So that means we will only go as far as he can take us. That's what that literally means.
They're not winning 4 championships without the defensive player.
Listen, I'm not saying they didn't need. This is why I think y'all are confused with what I'm saying. I'm not saying they did not need someone to fill that role. Draymond Green just so happened to be the person to fill that role.
I don't think
they literally replaced Draymond while he was still in Golden State with Andrew Wiggins. They literally did that. They went out and got Andrew Wiggins and said,
No,
"We
you
need
you can't say they replaced Draymond and he was on the court.
That's what happened.
No,
They
that's not
got
what
Andrew
happened. He
Wiggins
was
because
on the
Draymond was
court. You
doing a
can't
lot of
replace
BS
somebody if they're
antic
there.
wise.
Bro, Wiggins
No,
became the
listen.
primary defender.
That's
Listen,
fine.
they
He
made
told me
Draymond
he replaced Draymond. So wait, T. Before you go any further with this bullshit, right? Was Draymond there for all 4 rings when Steph Curry won? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Then
was
stop
there.
saying that he was replaced by anybody. That does not make
Yeah,
sense.
Listen, you don't need to be off the roster to be replaced.
Yes,
we've
you
seen
do.
that happen
You
before.
bro,
No,
you're a
that's not. No,
starter.
Stiz, come
You're
on,
a
Stiz,
starter
don't
in
do
the
that.
NBA, and you
No.
probably still made an
That's
all
not how that works.
You're saying
That's
that
not
he
how
was
that works.
replaced.
We literally seen this
No,
multiple times. We
you're.
literally seen this multiple times.
I've never seen somebody be replaced and they were there. That's like saying you lost your job, they replaced you with somebody else, but you clock in every day, sit at the same desk, and perform the same task. That
So
makes
what happened?
zero
So hold on,
sense.
okay, wait, time out, Stiz. So what is it when a rookie quarterback is drafted and the veteran quarterback knows that his days are numbered? What is that? Is that not his replacement?
Who's on the field?
What do you mean? That's not the point. The point is we
cannot
brought in the
replace
guy
it.
to do what you
Replace
do.
is to remove.
That's
bro.
what Andrew Wiggins was to Draymond Green.
But Andrew Wiggins also was brought in because he's quiet. He does what he's supposed to do. Draymond was getting suspended. He was doing a lot of dumb shit at that time. But that's also
So he got brought in to replace him.
So
exactly. If he's
just
doing
they
said
all
were
that dumb shit,
losing.
listen,
While this nigga was getting suspended, they weren't successful.
Mike, again, if they brought in Andrew Wiggins to be the opposite, but to still play your role on the court, what is that? Y'all, you just saying that's just them adding a talent? Andrew Wiggins at that point was looked at as a bust.
Wait. So if we're going to say somebody got replaced, let's say KD replaced Harrison Barnes. Let's say that Andrew Wiggins replaced KD. We can't say that he replaced somebody that was there.
At KD replaced Harrison Barnes. Yes, he did.
Okay, and then Andrew Wiggins replaced KD. But you can't say that you
But
replaced
they didn't
somebody that was there.
They didn't ask Andrew Wiggins to be Kevin Durant. They asked him to play the role of Draymond Green. That's what he literally did.
They asked Andrew Wiggins, honestly, to be what Iguodala was that first championship.
What was Iguodala? What was Iguodala?
Iguodala was the hustle play, the defensive stopper, the rebounds.
That sounds like you describing a better version of Draymond Green. That's what you describing.
So T, answer me something, bro. Is Andrew Wiggins going to the Hall of Fame? Yes or no?
No, he's not. No.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's not.
No, wait. Is Iguodala going to the Hall of Fame? Yes or no?
No, he's not.
Okay, so why? So if we're talking about a starting 5, and these players have been interchangeable, with the exception of Iguodala, right? The starting 5 has been mostly interchangeable, and one guy stood next to Steph Curry every single step of the way. And you're telling me when Steph Curry has done nothing without Draymond, you're telling me that he's easily replaceable by anybody. So why when
easily replaced by anybody?
Why when he's punching people in the face, he's getting new contracts and being kept on the team then?
He excelled at his role. There's no doubt about that. He excelled at his role and what he was asked to do for that team. There's no denying that. What I'm saying is they went and they found other people who could do it just as good, if not better. That's why they brought in Andrew Wiggins. That's why Andre Iguodala.
Come on. That's false. That's false. Again, you cannot say they went and found something and you're still on the roster. You cannot say, "Oh, they replaced."
That's literally what happens. Draymond Green, he started. He was not playing as many minutes.
So he didn't bring the ball down quite as much. I brought this up earlier. I said assists. You know, Andrew Wiggins averaged 1.8 assists. So he replaced Draymond with that too, huh?
He replaced Draymond in the sense of what he was for that team. He was the primary.
No, he didn't because Draymond was facilitating the ball. Draymond was also facilitating the ball, and there was series.
Draymond was facilitating the ball. There's no denying that. What I'm saying is that was replaced and he wasn't. Listen, Stiz, the main thing people are not saying about Draymond Green is that he's one of the best playmakers we've ever seen at power forward. That's not what people are saying. They're saying Draymond Green earned that contract because he was the nitty-gritty guy who got down and dirty, one of the best defenders in the league, and he was a slightly above average, if not just a good enough rebounder. They literally went and got Andrew Wiggins to do all of that.
No, they didn't.
I understand he was not the passer or playmaker
when Draymond was averaging more assists than Steph, he wasn't getting credit for that, and you're still not giving him credit for that now. So again,
Draymond Green gets credit because he's the champion and he contributed to the championship. I'm not denying that.
This is essentially what you just said, because he could come in and play better on-ball defense that he replaced Draymond, right? So if that's the case, Steph Curry, the best thing that ever happened to the Warriors franchise, was replaced by Kevin Durant.
Was he replaced by Kevin? No.
No. That's not. That's not a question. Kevin Durant is a better scorer, and he outscored Steph Curry. So therefore, when they picked him up, he was replaced. No.
He replaced Harrison Barnes.
Mike, you see?
He replaced Harrison Barnes.
Mike, you see?
So this is
he replaced Harrison Barnes. The reason, time out. The reason he replaced Harrison Barnes because we didn't see Steph touches go down. We didn't see Steph minutes go down. We didn't see Steph possessions go down. We didn't see the shot attempts go down. We didn't see that. You've seen all that with Draymond Green when once Andrew Wiggins came.
We seen it before then. We seen it before then. So again, don't move the goalposts. If Draymond Green was replaced because somebody was a better defender than him, then Steph Curry was replaced because somebody was a better offensive player than him. It's that simple, bro.
So this is my only question, right? The original
that's not even equatable because
that's what you just said.
The case, then why wasn't Steph Curry minutes and shot attempts going down? Why did they go down? Why did he have more shot attempts and why did he have better seasons once KD came?
Draymond's defensive minutes
exactly, Mike. So how are we saying he's replaced if he got better? Draymond got worse. So what are we saying?
Draymond got worse when KD got there. That's when the system changed. Stop making it seem like we went from Draymond finals, the first finals, to Andrew Wiggins. There was what, a 6-year span, 7-year span in between them?
I'm not denying any of that. But at the end of the day, Andrew Wiggins was brought in to do what Draymond Green was doing. And he did it at that time better. He was better at it.
So did KD. So we're not doing it.
Fuck no. Okay,
KD won finals MVP. Wait, KD won 2 finals MVPs. Over the man that was the most important thing to happen to that franchise. He literally
why are you putting that in quotations like that's not facts?
No, I'm quoting it because that is literal quote from what Will just said.
Yeah, because KD would not have been able to win without Curry, which has been proven.
Cool, but all I know is Curry was replaced by KD.
More important.
By the same standard, Curry was replaced by KD.
He was not. It's not the same thing. That's not what he said.
You're using they literally let go Harrison Barnes to go get Kevin Durant. They literally did.
Hold on. So the original argument was if they don't draft Draymond, do they still win 4 chips, right? So all of this replace. We're not. None of that matters because we're just talking about if they never draft him. So we're not talking about people being brought in to replace him. None of that. Because if they never draft him, do they win 4 chips?
But we also said everything else still plays out the way it played out.
There's no way in hell they went all 4 of them chips without him.
Yeah, so you telling me minus Draymond Green, they don't beat the Cavs without Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving? They still beat them. They still win that final series.
I'm not guaranteeing it.
But
Iguodala is more important than Draymond that first year.
It went 6, right? So that's all I'm saying. Hold on, that's all I'm saying.
Wait. So in that playoff run, Draymond averaged 13, 10, and 5, bro. And you're telling me
they are not losing to the Cavs without Kyrie and Kevin Love. They're not.
So you don't think what I'm saying is Draymond literally erased a lot of shit that we don't have to make Steph do. Like Steph's not guarding the other team's best point guard. He's not doing that shit. All the point guards in the West.
Wait, Mike.
Steph not guarding.
You just say Klay Thompson was one of the more underrated, unappreciated defenders in the league?
My point is they both were able to funnel their guys, even though Klay is a great defender, in my opinion. I don't know how he hasn't ever made an all-defensive team. I think that's an error, personally.
Okay. And Iggy was still there too, right?
Right, but my point to you is, even with him being there on the perimeter, you have Draymond Green guarding fucking centers and allowing them to funnel their guys to the paint, where he was altering shots, blocking shots, stealing the ball, and doing everything.
You talking like this nigga was guarding prime Shaq? He was guarding a nigga who was undrafted. Mike, he's out there going against scrubs. Like we talking like he's doing.
So he's shutting down. So all the forwards and centers in the West from 2015 to 2022.
No, we're not talking about them centers. We're talking about that final matchup against Timothy.
We're talking about all the finals they were in. So from 15 to 18, all the forwards and centers were trash that he was guarding.
Right. I'm not talking about all the forwards and centers from them times. I just asked y'all, in that specific playoff matchup, Draymond Green You telling me his role guarding Timothy Mozgov was that fucking important?
No, what I'm
That
telling you
was
is
that critical?
because Timothy
That's what
Mozgov
we
was
saying?
ass. Because Timothy
Oh,
Mozgov
wait,
was
Mike. Wait. If you answer that question, I want you to answer this too. You talking about beating Matthew Dellavedova was that important?
Stop, what? Stop.
Huh?
What?
So they're both backups. So
Listen,
Mozgov came off
regardless,
the bench, and Dellavedova, who has no offensive talent whatsoever, came
Bro,
off the bench.
what does that have to do with
Ask
Draymond?
T, because that's where he went with it, right? So regarding Timothy Mozgov, right? So you telling me outdoing Matthew Dellavedova, who was really an after fucking thought before and after their finals. So if it's not impressive that he had to guard Mozgov, then it's not impressive that he had to go head to head with Dellavedova.
Nobody ever said it was. Nobody
You
ever said it was.
My
Okay,
thing is,
but no,
Timothy Mozgov was trash, right? We all can agree on that. My
Yes.
point is that so if you don't have to guard him at all, it allows you to be even more of a better defender because you're already the best defender. You're already a defensive player of the year. You're already an all defensive defender, level defender, first team, 7-time first team. You're already a high level defender. So now I also don't have to even worry about the other team center. So now y'all can funnel all y'all to me, and then we got 4 different guys to throw at LeBron. So yes, they're gonna win that series because he can guard LeBron, Iggy can guard LeBron. You can throw Sean Livingston on him just for minutes to get a blow. You got 4 different dudes guarding LeBron. So yes, 2015 they still win. 2016 they lost. 2017 without him on that team, they can score, but who's playing defense? Who's getting a stop? Iggy was starting to get hurt at that point. So who's getting fucking stops? Who's helping them get stops at that point?
Clay is going to get a stop. He got a stop before. I feel like
Clay is guarding who? Kyrie. So Clay is on Kyrie. Who's stopping LeBron from getting to the rim every fucking time at that point?
Yeah, but you're saying
wasn't.
But hold on, wait, time out, Mike. But you're saying as if Draymond was checking Braun. He wasn't. It was still Iggy. It was still Iggy. So it would be. I would see your argument if Draymond was the one who was the primary defender.
The entire game plan that they had was
Andre
make Braun beat him and stop everybody else.
Like that's not what happened. And that's what's mind-boggling me. It's like we're talking as if, like, listen, I get it.
We're acting like Draymond's Kawhi, bro. That's what we're acting like right now. I'm not going.
No, we're acting like Steph is LeBron. That's what we're acting like.
No, we're not.
Steph is a generational player. He's a generational player. He's a generational player. He's not LeBron, but he's
okay.
Steph can go to any team.
But he's damn sure top 3 in his generation.
We all agree that Steph is a generational player. What the fuck was he before Draymond?
He was hurt. He was hurt.
So stop there. I don't care what you said, right? He was nothing, is what it was. He was nothing. You can say hurt, didn't play enough, had the wrong coaching staff, didn't have the right talent around him, whatever you want to say.
So Draymond just came and fixed all that, then. Draymond just came and fixed all that.
The question was, what would Steph be without Draymond? I know for a fact he was nothing memorable. That's a fact. We don't have to debate that shit. Right. So my question was to y'all, give me the proof. Give me the evidence. Oh, well, they tried to replace him when they replaced him with Andrew Wiggins. All I know is that Draymond Green, every time Steph held up a championship trophy, Draymond Green was right there next to him on their fucking stage. So if you want to say that he could have been this, that, and the third without Draymond, give me the proof.
And then they also traded Andrew Wiggins. So if you drafted him to replace him, why would you turn around and get rid of him?
Nobody ever said they drafted him.
Not drafting him, you assign him, trade him.
I seen Curry with David Lee. Right,
why get rid of him? If you
doing his thing.
picked up Wiggins to replace Draymond, is what you said. So then, why would you turn around and then trade him? And then Draymond's still there.
They traded him because they didn't want to pay him. I mean, that's simply it. Like, they didn't want to pay him, and they had other guys.
You paid the less important guy based on what you said. So you paid the guy.
You're forgetting they went and got Jimmy Butler, another better version.
Yeah, that's this year, bro. That's just now.
They went and
traded long before that.
They went and got. Hold on, time out. The trade was literally not Draymond Green. The trade literally was Andrew Wiggins for Jimmy Butler and some picks. Like, that's what happened.
Yeah. So you traded for a older player.
Common sense, bro.
But you didn't want to pay the younger, better version of Draymond.
Because they got a better version of both of them in Jimmy Butler, yes.
Who's also been hurt a lot.
That man wasn't hurt. He just didn't want to play for the Heat. Come on now.
Hey, bro, at the end of the day, again, I just want the proof, right? Don't tell me what you believe they did, because that's not factual, right? And then to Mike's point, just what he said. Okay, well, they got him to replace Draymond, but then they kept Draymond and watched him walk. And don't say because for Jimmy Butler, How long was Wiggins there after the ring?
2-3 seasons.
Okay, all right. So again, bro, I'm waiting on the evidence. I'm waiting on the hard facts that say, hey, he would have been that without Draymond. He had Monte Ellis. He played second fiddle. Oh, he was young. Okay, cool. He had David Lee. One of the high, if I'm not mistaken, he had the highest paid, was the highest paid player for like 3.5 seasons in the NBA, right?
People get overpaid all the time.
You say what?
People get overpaid all the time.
Okay, cool. I'm just saying he had another star at the time, right? And then did what with it? Were they making playoff runs? Was he making all-star games? No. All NBA teams? No. Okay. So what was the change? If you want to say Clay and Draymond, you want to say Clay, Draymond, and Steve Kerr, okay, cool, all of that. But you have to put Draymond in there.
Definitely not Steve Kerr.
That's fine. All I'm saying is, bro, y'all are making it seem like Steph Curry could have just did it with anybody. Well, he hadn't. He didn't.
Bro, we didn't even make a name for himself.
He didn't say he could win with anybody. That's not the argument. That's not the argument.
But if all the teams were the exact same in those positions, and you give him another guy who could fill that role, they would win, bro.
Who was filling that role? Who was going to be the number one defensive player on their team and the number one facilitator?
I don't know about no number one facilitator. I still think
that's not a question. Wait. No, I tell you what. I'll let you do your homework. That's not a question.
He's not the number one facilitator on that team.
Okay. So again, I have proof to show that they've tried.
If you're just looking at the numbers, gang, that's not good enough for me. Like, we turn the games on, watch the games.
What I'm talking about, I have proof to show that he had opportunities with other players and he did shit.
No, I'm not. Says you're not wrong, but here's you're leaving out the context. The context: Steph Curry was hurt the first 4 to 5 seasons of his career. We can't expect someone to come into their own if he's hurt. He played with 2 bad ankles for 4 years.
So first 5 years of his career, he played 80 games, 74 games, 26.
And it was literally reported. He played through his ankles injuries up until he got drafted.
Hey, Will, what you said a while ago? They overpay people all the time. People play through injuries all the time. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
I agree with.
No, you're right about that. You're right about that.
So out of the first 5 seasons, he missed one. 78, 78, 74, and 80. He wasn't hurt. He was on the court.
Draymond. Steph was 09. Draymond was drafted in 2012.
I'm waiting, bro. Like, y'all have given me nothing.
Them first 3-4 seasons that he just ran off, Steph was playing. Draymond showed up. So I don't know, man. I'm just saying I don't think they win 4 chips without him. Maybe Steph get 1 or 2 for sure. I'm not saying he don't get none, but he's not winning 4 without Draymond. If they never draft Draymond, he's not
All-Star game. Like, what are we doing? You couldn't even be a reserve? Come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
We sit here saying this, man. We literally witnessed Kevin Durant come over and form the most unbeatable team we've ever seen. I seen 2 out of the top 3 players on the team they played. You said what?
I said that team was winning without Draymond, and y'all disagreed, but I said that team was winning with a lot of point guards that's not named Steph Curry.
Okay. So even if you feel that way, cool. They still beat the Cavs. They still beat the Cavs with Kyrie and Kevin Love going down. And they win this finals against the Celtics because Jason Tatum quite literally just wasn't Jason Tatum. And a big part of that was because of Andrew Wiggins. And the man played well to the point that a lot of people thought he was actually having an argument to be the finals MVP.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
I'm just saying, bro. Steph didn't win a Finals MVP till 22, and you just out your own mouth said.
But who won it? Who won it though, Mike? Who won it?
Iggy won 2015, 2016.
Oh, so not Draymond Green.
No, you just said the man had an argument. Listen to what I'm saying. You just said Wiggins had an argument, right? So Steph has 1 Finals MVP, right? Right? Iggy won 2015, 17, 18 was KD, right?
Iggy didn't deserve that. Let's just be honest there.
How come he didn't?
Okay, so then let's just hypothetically give Steph that with 2, right? Just for the fuck of it, right?
No, I'm not saying give him 2. I'm just saying.
I'm about to say don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
Even if he gets 15 and 16, he got 2, right? So you're telling me that the guy that couldn't win a Finals MVP as the best player, as a generational player, as the best player in this franchise's history, was suddenly going to do that without the extra help on the back end, the pressure for facilitating taken off him completely. All he had to do was run off screens, shoot and shot free, which he's an incredible shot creator. Obviously we know. You're telling me he wins 4 without Draymond?
Let me ask you a question.
2.
Let me ask you a question, bro.
Go ahead.
How many players do you think could pass to Steph Curry while he's running around beating people off screens? How many?
He's setting the screens also. He's doing
Bro,
dribble handoffs.
you're not answering my question. You're starting to run around the question. No, bro, answer my fucking question, bro.
You're not answering the question.
I did ask the question. How many players do you think could pass him? Because I seen Clay hitting him, I seen centers hitting him, but Draymond is usually the one that they put there because he's a better screen setter.
Hold on, wait, time out, Will. That's not even all of the reasoning. Let's not forget Draymond Green is the one bringing the ball down because yes, he's a good playmaker. Yes, he can facilitate and dribble well enough, but he also gets left wide the fuck open at the top of the key because he can't shoot. So there's no pressure on the ball. So of course he can sit there and pass the fucking ball. Like it's not.
Imagine Curry or Clay bringing it down. Imagine Curry or Clay bringing it down. They're the 2 best shooters. They're the only 2 true shooters on the team. That just don't even make sense.
I agree, right? There are a lot of people that could facilitate the ball when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are on the court. But I asked my original question again. Why the fuck wasn't it happening before Draymond was there then?
Because they didn't have a player good enough to do it, and the system was different.
So Monte Ellis wasn't good enough?
No,
David Lee wasn't good. So they never.
No.
So wait.
The system was different. When did they get Kerr? When did they get Kerr? When did they get Kerr?
Wait. So let me get this straight. Steph Curry is able to elevate players in that position that have to wait.
I never told you that.
But y'all are saying that anybody can just come in and facilitate. So if that's the case,
I'm not saying anyone could come in and facilitate. What I said was people could come in and be what Draymond Green was, and I said that was primarily.
How come it hasn't been done?
Listen. I said that was primarily a defender and a rebounder. That's what he is. That's the role he played. Now, if you want to bring up the fact that he brought the ball on court and he was dishing passes, cool. But at the end of the day, we also have to remember, like I just said, the reason a lot of those passes was made and attempts were made because there was no on-ball pressure. He's not a threat to score the ball. He's not. He's never been that. Even the seasons when he averaged 12, 15, he's never been that.
Nobody's arguing that he was a scorer or a dominant scorer.
Bro, but your argument is completely out of context.
I want to know when Steph Curry had other scorers who weren't as good at facilitating or defending in that position or smaller. What did Steph Curry do with his career?
Stiz, you're not asking David Lee.
No, wait. I answered Will's question. I answered yours earlier. I want somebody to answer my question.
Bro, we already said he didn't do nothing until Clay, Draymond, and all them boys showed up.
And this whole conversation was about Steph Curry's career without Draymond, and he's done shit.
No. Let's not reword the question.
They're not getting 4.
The question was, do they still win 4 rings?
No, the answer is no. They get 2.
Yes, that was the question.
They get 2. They're not getting 4.
They get 4.
You're not just replacing a 9-time.
We said everything else still happens, right?
Yes, everything happens. Everything else. Never draft Draymond.
So that means Kyrie and K-Love still get hurt. They beating that Cavs team. I don't care what we talk about. They're beating that Cavs team. They're beating whoever the fuck they played with KD.
How do we know?
And they're beating the Celtics still because Jason Tatum just absolutely turned the shit.
But you're saying they just beat these teams. We don't even know if they're making it to the finals.
Bro, he said everything is the same.
But we just said everything else.
Yeah, like the players that they got were still in the finals. Put them in the fucking finals.
He's high.
That's what you said, Mike.
Bro, I'm talking about the players that came in, the free agents they signed, the rosters, yes. But you can't just catapult the niggas to the finals.
So time out. So who they don't beat?
You don't think maybe the Clippers actually beat them niggas?
Fuck no.
So talking about wait. So let's do this. So wait, they did go to 7 with Houston. They did go to 7 with OKC. I'm
But
with the
Houston
Clippers.
not being no because Chris Paul got hurt.
That's a wait. Talking about Chris Paul got injured, yes, but you're
in
not
game
guaranteeing me.
6, and
No,
then what happened? Harden
but,
melted down like he always does.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving them a chance. I'm just saying, without Draymond, the dynamic of the team changes. Y'all
Yeah,
are
they
making
can.
it
They
seem
have another person that actually scored a ball.
okay. So
Like we
Yeah,
again,
can't
another
just
person
discount the
not
fact
playing
that somebody
defense.
else is actually going to
so
come in and
so
score. It's not all about defense. There's also offense that's going to be changed
oh,
here.
and wait, I credited Draymond for the offense by 8 assists per game in the throughout the fucking playoffs, bro. Like you're just making it seem like, oh, just come in and score. That's it.
Nah,
Bro, nobody ever said that, bro.
I'm not
And then
saying that.
and then wait, I want to throw one more variable in that I did mention earlier, and we breezed past it. How many people are going to come in and play unselfish like Draymond? So right, you can do all this facilitating, you can do all
Nah,
this
you
scoring
know
similar
what?
to him.
You're
But
not
how many
wrong
people
about
are,
that.
huh?
You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong.
It's too,
He
bro, it's
played
too
4
many
years of college
variables
scoring the
that,
ball and
that
just
Draymond has
shoot.
contributed to just gloss over and make it seem like Steph's winning 4 regardless. That's not true. That's not true. And to go a step further, I don't want to be disrespectful to Klay Thompson either, because I'm sorry, I don't think either one of them are the players that they are without Steph. It took all three. Draymond
Of
said that
course.
shit a long time ago. When all three of us are healthy, who's beating us? And then he made the statement and people laughed at him. I changed basketball with the help of Steph Curry, and Steph Curry changed basketball with the help of me. Again, bro, what the fuck is Steph without him?
I mean, I agree, bro. It was a team effort. I agree.
So
But
then
but
why we
no,
can't agree that
you
they
you
wouldn't
can't.
have 4 rings then?
So then they should have no rings then.
No, they
If
still
if
had
you want to go
KD.
there, then they should have no
No,
rings, bro.
I said we respect KD. KD
Bro,
is a,
KD cannot win without Curry. It is
but
proven.
we're
Y'all
talking.
cannot
He
make that a
played with
variable
Curry.
now.
Yeah, but he played with him, so we can't just. They won 2 chips with him. He played with him, so
Bro,
we're not taking those
bro,
2 away.
Mike, don't even say nothing real quick. Just the same logic that Stiggs used. If Curry couldn't win without Draymond, then we cannot say KD could win without Curry. So he has no rings then, if you want to go that way. So Draymond is the most important player then, is what we're getting at.
No, I never said that, because I
That's
literally
crazy.
just said,
I hope that's not what the fuck we saying. Because
no,
That's
because
not what the fuck he
That
said at all.
what we're
just said it took
saying
out.
He's changing with the
If-
fuck. Nobody said that shit. We know for a fact they was winning regardless when they got KD.
No, they weren't. Not without Curry.
We didn't say
If
without Curry.
but what I'm saying,
KD showed
is
up.
if bro, what I'm saying is I didn't mean to say without Curry, not without Draymond, right? Because KD has proven that he cannot win, right? So if everything is different and Curry couldn't win without Draymond, then we can't say Curry can win and we can't say KD can win with Curry.
I
So
agree. I agree.
then
I
he
agree
should
with
have no rings.
I agree with what you're saying, but that wasn't my exact context. But we're on the same page. My context earlier was that yes, Curry, I still have winning a ring, but I don't have him getting 4. The 2 with KD for sure, bro. I don't have
But why?
anybody.
They wouldn't be able to defend nobody. They
So
weren't even defending people then.
you got 2
because
top 15 players of all time on the same fucking roster.
Bro,
because you
With him
that
and
sounds
KD.
good, bro. I promise
Oh
it
no,
really
I'm
does.
I'm
That
just saying,
sounds
bro.
good. But if there is no Draymond and Curry has not been proven to win with Draymond, then Curry is not a winner. Then KD is definitely not a winner, and he is only one with Curry. So we can't say they win
We
that.
didn't
That has
call
to be the
because
KD a
logic, bro.
fucking winner.
Because they can't
because
defend nobody.
Nobody called KD a winner though. We all acknowledge that he wouldn't have won shit without Steph because he
you
hasn't
get
done it. So
if
we
he's not
listen,
acknowledge
there,
that.
listen,
if he's not there,
listen.
you get to tweak the system. Was my point, bro. So yes, if obviously no, if Draymond isn't there, you can't tweak the system enough to make up for him without KD. We've seen it. We have evidence. But with KD there, I am in strong belief. KD, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Cass, you can tweak the system enough to make up for not having a defensive presence like Draymond. To T's point, which I never disagreed with, was there was always somebody supplemental to the last guy that left. It was Harrison Barnes, then it was Kevin Durant, then it was Andrew Wiggins, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they forever tweaked the system with the next guy that came in. The core 3 stayed the same, but the next man's role was different. So my context was not, oh yeah, they don't win any. It was that I believe that they win those same 2 with KD, with somebody else by tweaking the system. The other 2, I'm not guaranteeing shit.
That's all I'm saying.
All right,
That's what I said too.
All right, next topic. That's fair.
Man, teachers on, man. But
I just had to say something.
Hey, Will, do you know who Jay the Nightwing is, bro?
Yeah, that's my boy. Come on, dog. Hey.
I don't even have to say shit else, bro.
Yeah.
If that was your reaction, I'll have to. Did somebody else tell you that?
Yeah, bro, I get that, bro.
Okay, all right, good.
Bro, I swear, I was walking down the street fucking last week, and someone just walked up to me like Mad King. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, back up.
Hey, wait, come on, wait. Please tell me you are a mechanic, bro.
Kind of. I do HVAC. I mean, I'm relative. I'm relative to the field.
Come on, dog. Hey, that's your cousin, fam. I swear.
Hey, that's funny as hell.
but
Damn, that's crazy.
let's move off into the Shannon Sharp news, man. You know, as we all know, Shannon Sharp had to pay some money, some hefty bags to sexual workers, man. So, and it ultimately got him fired from ESPN recently. And he came out and spoke about it. I mean, I didn't really hear too much of what he had to say, but I did.
Yeah, I didn't even listen to it.
But
I peeped it.
what's y'all thoughts, man, of the Shannon Sharp news and everything that's transpired?
Do we know was the number official? Like, how much did he come out and pay her?
It was 50 million from what I read.
No, I think that's what she asked for. I don't think she.
That was the original ask. I seen 50
she didn't
million.
get 50. She damn sure didn't get 50.
I mean, you don't know what he.
I hope she didn't get 50.
I'm not. If you settling at 50,
yeah, facts.
That's not settling. You got took. That's not.
I don't think he could liquidate 50 that fast. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, hell no.
Hey man, I that's the only number I seen floating. So I mean,
that was her original ask was 50. I don't think she got 50.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna put it like this, bro. All like fandom aside, because I'm a huge fan of Shannon Sharp as a football player. I'm a huge fan of him as an analyst. I think he's very entertaining, yada yada. I'm gonna be honest. I think that he deserved to get fired, bro. And it's not just this situation; it's the IG Live situation. You know what I mean? Like, he is consistently bringing, what's the word I'm looking for? He's consistently bringing problems and sexual attention to something that's supposed to really just be sports. You know what I mean? And it's creating a bad dynamic in his name. There's a lot of controversy. There we go. He's bringing a lot of controversy to the network. And while necessarily this one's not his fault, it's still his fault because you're going out of your way to go mess with these barely legal white women, respectfully. Like, I have nothing against white women. My mom's white. But, bro, stay in your lane, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you're a successful black man in what, his 50s? His 60s?
55, I think.
Yeah, 50.
Right. Come on, bro. You're too old to be acting like this. You're too old to be a sexual deviant. You know what I mean? Like, go to therapy. All jokes aside.
My bad.
All jokes aside,
Damn.
bro. Go to therapy and heal, bro. Like, you're pushing 60. You're still trying to break off 19, 18-year-old girls, bro. Like, you deserve to get took off the network, and you deserve to get took for that money because you're playing stupid games.
Facts. My bad, Mike. I thought you said 67.
No,
you said 50. Okay,
no.
I was like, bro, no, I had to go look it up.
I just know because while he was talking, I googled his age and I googled the young lady's age as well.
Oh.
How old was the young lady?
20.
She was 19 at the time.
So yeah, 56. Well, 56 or whatever, 19. You almost 3 times her age. However the fuck, you know. So.
Since nobody else is going, I'm gonna say this, bro. I think that what Will just said was probably the best breakdown that I've heard so far of this ain't your first infraction type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we let it go with the Michelle situation in the IG Live. And to be completely honest, bro, I don't think anybody else gets away with that. I think because of how his demeanor on his own shows and how he carries himself on Twitter and stuff like that, I think it was one of those, you know what, it's just Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
If it would have been seen in a professional light for the last decade and a half, I think that they lose their job immediately. So I don't know if anybody heard, there was like a 2.5 minute monologue that he did on Nightcap where he was very apologetic. He was more so apologetic to his brother because he said that this is taken away from the light of first 2 brothers in the NFL to make the Hall of Fame. More so, this is like your moment. This was supposed to have been about you. He asked ESPN to wait until this upcoming Monday to let him know. He had already been known that he was going to be let go. If I'm not mistaken, they told him late last week. but he asked them to hold on, and he said for whatever reason they didn't. He said he's not frustrated with them. He has full understanding, and this is his doing. But he said for whatever reason they didn't, and that's what been kind of eating away with him at him or whatnot. But yeah, bro, you 57, 20-year-old OnlyFans chick, bro. Like, come on, dog. I don't get it. Shout out to D Russ, another one who just got caught up. But
bro, hold on. Before you even finish your point, and she's mid, bro. She's middy. She's like
that's
a
what I was
5,
gonna
bro.
say.
I ain't gonna
If
lie.
you're gonna pay for it,
I was just
if you're
about
gonna
to
pay
say that.
for it,
I was just
make her
about to
that
say that.
girl, bro. Like,
Thank you for
respectfully.
saying that.
hey, go ahead.
That's
Go ahead,
kind of
T.
where I was trying not to be an asshole, but that's where I was going. I was gonna go to the route with him asking him to wait for his brother because I do get that. We all know Sterling Sharp was a killer. He took forever to get in the Hall of Fame, so I do wish they would have honored that. Not for Shannon, but for Sterling because he's always been a stand-up, high character guy in all circles. Nobody's ever had anything bad to say about him. So I feel like that was ESPN just being petty, like, nah, fuck you kind of shit, because we can, because we ESPN, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, everything y'all said I agree with. Like, bro, you 57, like I looked his age up, you 57, she 20, so he was 55, 56, she was 19, 18, 19, and she's not that, bro. Like, I
Yeah.
just, you literally, like, I'm not even being funny, bro. At this point of age, it's not even frowned upon to pay for it, bro. Like, you're Shannon Sharp. You're already high profile. It's not your first rodeo, like you said, the IG Live. He had the false accusation of rape against him at CBS, which the woman then came back and admitted that she was dishonest about. So this is your third instance of a situation with a woman
I
that is
forgot
not
about that
flattering.
too.
Yes, this is not flattering. You got let go from CBS. You was, solo for a while. Skip brought you on and Undisputed. Fox let you go on some corny shit because of Skip. That one I don't agree with. He didn't do shit wrong in that situation. That was Skip lame ass. But then Stephen A. put his name, even much as we don't like Stephen A., he do look out for motherfuckers. He put his name on the line, got you over at ESPN, and then you do this dumb shit. Like, you gotta chill out, bro. There's so many different ways to go about this, and with so many better qualified age for first primary. Age wise, for sure. That's gotta be we gotta stop. Shouldn't be below 40 at this point.
She couldn't even drink alcohol, bro.
She
Like, can
still
we?
can't drink alcohol. Even after
That's
getting
what
the
I'm
settlement, she
saying.
can't even go celebrate at the club with a bottle, bro. She's 20. She still
That's
can't drink.
that's what I'm saying. But I don't
Like,
think ESPN was being petty, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, at the end of the day, they already gave, you know what I'm saying? They already gave him a chance bringing him on after the scandals that he's already had, bro. So for you to turn around and still be doing stuff you know could put you in the bad light, could compromise us, put us in the bad light, like, I wouldn't have cared either. Like, I'm gonna just be honest. I gave you a chance and you disrespected me like, you disrespected the entity of ESPN
yeah.
by not putting yourself in good positions for us both to profit and for us to both gain more traction and popularity off of this partnership. So, like, I wouldn't have waited either. You're dropped. To be honest, if that was me, I wouldn't even have reached out. Like, I would have just dropped him. Like, as soon as all this stuff started happening, boom, drop. Like, as simple as
But
that.
I think he knew it was gonna happen, which is why he removed himself from the air. Like, he took himself off when all of this shit kind of happened. Like,
Yeah.
you know it's coming. Luckily for him, he owned his own shit as far as Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. That's his shit. Can't nobody take that from him. So that's the smartest thing he did, was creating those while on Undisputed so he could have his own shit that you can't
That's
take from him.
that's what people should have. That's what everybody should do. If you're jumping
Everybody,
in at this
that is
point,
the one thing out of all of this that he did right. Everybody should take a page out of that book and do that. But he definitely got to get his shit together.
So it's an unofficial 23 million.
yeah.
Yeah.
See,
So
But
half,
I think they
almost half.
said he made 22 million in his entire career in the NFL, bro.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
they was
did.
making
well,
fucking
I'm sure he
800,000 a
has
year
much
back
more
then.
than that just
Oh
because
yeah,
of the
no, for sure.
partnership and stuff.
No,
But
for sure.
that's a hefty bag for. And you know, it's funny. They said that he was telling his daughter that he wasn't going to pay 40,000 for her wedding. I mean, listen, bro. All I'm gonna say is you in life you get what you give out, bro. Like, so obviously his
I
energy is
come
being
prepared.
directed. His energy is being directed in areas it shouldn't be. That's why he's getting energy that he shouldn't be getting back in return.
Yeah, he got to recalibrate for sure.
Yeah.
He got to lock in.
It's crazy work, boy.
Do y'all believe? Oh, my bad. T, go ahead.
Nah, you got it. I'm about
Do
to just
y'all
switch.
do y'all believe that if he wasn't, do y'all watch Nightcap regularly enough to hear some of his stories? Like,
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I watch it fairly often. I'd
okay.
probably say I watched one maybe. I was behind for a while, so I was watching them like once a week, like twice a week. I don't know how often they come on, to be honest.
Probably
Okay.
3-4 times a week. But yeah.
So
Okay, so
do
Oh,
y'all
yeah,
wow.
think if he wasn't, because I mean he was pretty open, with his sex life, and then they got the endorsement by Rose Sparks and all that stuff. Do y'all think if he was more mild, do you think that she would have came out and tried to hit him with this?
I think she hit him
I
with
think
it
so.
because he stopped.
Anyone.
Yeah.
She was gonna do it regardless because he probably wanted to cut it. And you can't tell you done got her accustomed to this lifestyle. You paying for this, you paying for that. You telling her you want to end it, or you telling her you don't want to do this and that. They not gonna take too well to that. We know that.
Yeah,
They
but
say if people will say you in a heartbeat, men don't take rejection well, they get weird, and that's true. It's a lot of weird dudes out here that don't know what no mean and all of that. Women are not kind to rejection, especially when they feel like they don't take kindly to it, and they'll do some really foul things and say some really foul things to get you caught up.
that's why you
Speak
gotta stop
speak your
thinking
truth,
with your
Mike.
second head.
Speak your
Yes,
truth, Mike.
huh?
Let's just speak your truth, Mike.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Nah, I see it. Nah, I don't play them type of games, bro. I'm over the top with consent. Like I ain't even leaning in to kiss you without you saying it's cool, bro. I don't play them games. And that's something my pops taught me, bro. He was like, literally, yes, no means no, maybe means no, and yes today means no tomorrow. Just because we slept together last night, don't mean I could wake up, roll over, and think I'm finna get on top of you. I need that consent, and so I done lived by that my whole life. It done kept me out of bullshit.
That's a fact.
For sure. But let's move off into the next topic, man. So we're gonna talk about these man rankings, and we got some people that's in the 99 club now. So first name I'm gonna bring up, I gotta bring the gang up, man. We gotta talk about Jamar Chase, my boy. 99 club.
I knew you was gonna say that first.
Best in the
well
league.
deserved. Well deserved, bro.
Best in the league. They let my boy, gave him a little trophy, a little stand, let him know, like, yeah, you top receiver this year. Him and Jettas both are 99s.
Well deserved.
They got Lamar and Josh Allen, both at 99s overalls.
Well
Lane
deserved.
Johnson. Lane Johnson is the highest rated tackle at 99. Then you got Saquon Barkley at 99
Well deserved.
overall. So I just want to get y'all thoughts on that real quick, man. Like, what y'all think of those rankings?
I think they're all good. They're all deserved. I mean, I don't know if I'd have gave Lane Johnson a 99, but I don't think it honestly matters. I'm not gonna argue him not to have it. So,
is there a tackle you to give it a 99 overall to?
I don't think so. To be honest, I mean,
If
my opinion,
he will stay healthy, would you have given him a 99?
It depends how he played, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, I don't do the 99 off reputation thing. Like, I think you gotta earn that. But I will say in my opinion, I think Penei was better than him last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say he would be the one I would if I was gonna
Better than who? Lane Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, like just in my
opinion.
opinion.
That's fucking tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, I think they were both good, but I'm gonna be honest. When I don't know, I go back and watch the tape, and I think Lane Johnson gets away with a lot compared to Sewell.
Yes.
So
he definitely got more help.
It's not even just about the help. I just think that he gets away, with kicking off early when at the snap. I think he gets away with hand placement a lot. You know what I mean? Things that could be holds, hitting face masks. I think that he just gets away with more, so he looks better on a per snap basis. But when I watched the technique, I think Sewell was better. Just my opinion.
I agree with you.
That's tough, but I don't know about that one.
I think they got Derrick Henry. So they got the 99s I'm cool with. The 98s, they got Micah, Kittle, and Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to get Saquon a 99, you give Derrick Henry that extra point. Because he had, 1,900 last year as well?
Bro, don't matter, bro. Hell no, bro.
Hell no,
bro, you can't. Nah, bro.
Has Derrick Henry ever been 99?
Yes,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he has.
Has he?
I think when he went for 2K, he was 99.
Okay, I was about to say if he wasn't 99 when he went for 2K, then I don't see why they would ever put him. But in fairness, 1,900 is still I don't know where the extra point didn't where he was missing the little extra point from.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like when you
write it's probably his elusiveness.
I was about to say, man, he's not that good of an out the backfield back. So
and catching probably, yeah. So that probably brought him down.
Neither is what's his name, to be honest. He ain't
who
catching ass motherfucker. You think he is?
Who are you talking about? We can't
talk his numbers, bro. He don't do it a lot.
Bro, he's not in the scheme for it,
That's
bro.
because he's not. That's because he's not asked to do it a lot. He
Right.
When
can.
has Derrick Henry been asked to catch out of the backfield? Let's line up I formation handoff.
Bro, he
That's
can't,
because
bro.
that's his
Can you
game. That's
not?
why.
Can you not be an idiot right now, bro?
No, can you not be biased and think about what
Bro,
the fuck
I'm
you're
not
saying?
Hey, no,
biased. What
no,
are
The
you
we're
first
not
talking
thing
doing
out
that.
your
about?
Hold on,
mouth
wait,
was
time out,
he's not
time out.
asked
Wait,
to do that. That was
Mike,
the first
we're
thing
not
out your
doing
mouth.
that, Mike, because when he was
The
with the
first thing
Giants
the
and when
man just said
Odell
was
went
he's not
down,
asked
he
to do
got
that.
he
Bro,
had got did
Bro,
he get
Mike,
700, 800
you're
yards
acting like he
receiving?
never did that before, though.
I
In
didn't say
Penn
he's never
State,
done
he
it. I
was
said
doing
he's
that,
not
and when he was
great
on
at
the
it. That's
Giants,
what
he
I
was
said.
doing that. He's just not asked to do it
Okay.
in Philly,
I just
bro. What
said
are you
he's not
talking
great at
about?
it. I didn't say he couldn't do it. I said he's not great at it.
And Derrick Henry
He
can't
he,
do it.
he
He
is
can't
he
run
is
routes.
great at
He's
it.
not
Okay.
He is.
elusive. He doesn't have good hands. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but then you for Saquon, you'll say he's not asked to do that. But then obviously
Because we've
Derrick Henry,
seen him do it before, bro. What are you
Derrick
talking
Henry's
about?
not has never in life been asked to catch a ball. It's always I
Why would you
formation.
ask a stat?
Because
All
he
right, all right, bro. You
can't.
got it.
It's
You
not
got
his
it.
skill
You
set,
got
Mike.
it,
We've
bro.
seen
You
him
got
not
it,
be
bro.
able to do
He's
it.
Darren
Okay.
Sproles, bro. You got it. He's Darren Sproles, bro.
I never said all that, but you can
Yeah,
you
that's what you're saying, bro. You
you
got it,
no
bro.
you're
He's
you're
LT,
dragging
bro.
it because you don't
He's
like what the
prime
fuck I'm
LT,
saying.
bro. He's
You're
prime
literally
LT,
dragging.
bro.
Okay, if
He's
that's what
prime
you want to do
Curtis
with your
Martin,
time,
bro.
that's fine. You
He's
dragging
prime.
it.
He's prime Roger Craig, bro.
You're dragging it right now, but knock yourself
Gang,
out, I guess.
Saquon Barkley Saquon Barkley his rookie season gave them 91 receptions for 720 yards, and he's not a great receiving back.
Bro, you
And
just let him talk,
he
bro. Let him talk,
these
What
bro.
are
else?
receiver two
Okay,
numbers.
go ahead. What
I'm a
else?
running back.
What happened after his rookie year? What else he got?
Game. He
Yeah,
had the targets literally cut in half, Mike.
Okay,
You
who's
know
his
why?
quarterback?
You know, hold
Who's
on,
his
time out.
quarterback?
Do
Did he
you
have the same
know? Do
quarterback?
you know why? Do you know why they
I'm
cut in
asking you
half?
why. You telling me, so I'm asking you why.
They cut in half
Because
because
he got
one,
Odell, right?
Odell came back healthy,
Yeah.
and two, the nigga he got less half the targets because they tried to build around not Daniel Jones. They tried to build around, it was Daniel Jones. I'm tripping. They tried to build around Daniel Jones, get him a tight end. They tried to go draft younger receivers and shit. And they tried to make Saquon Barkley the primary bell cow, which he, in fairness, he did become at one point. But just like how they try to do with Derrick Henry, they try to run him to the damn dirt. I'm not Derrick Henry. Is it Ezekiel Elliott? It's Todd Gurley and these dudes. You can't do that with these dudes when you're asking them to do every fucking thing. That's literally what's going on with Chris McCaffrey right fucking now. Like that's literally what happens. Of course, they're not going to give him 120 targets a year. He's a running back. He's not a receiver.
They hold the
Right.
shit up Todd Gurley. Okay, so with the 99 list though. My bad, Mike. Did you have a rebuttal?
Are you good?
Okay.
Yeah, don't let him talk, bro.
We want to hear this boy crying no more. So you go ahead.
With the 99, bro, are y'all Madden players?
Yeah, I play, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little
The
bit.
reason why I ask is because the point Will made earlier, right? If you believe one player, it should be a 99, and if it's not close, if it's not debatable, right? Should there be anybody else in the helm with that person? So I know it's Madden, and we have to take into account it's a video game. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, okay, I get it, right? The Jamar Chase and Jettas, I'm looking at it to a similar situation to how Mike is saying with Henry and Saquon. I think that if Saquon is going to be 99 overall, I do not believe there's a necessary justification to have to make Henry a 99 overall. I'm looking at the same way with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. But in fairness, bro, I ain't kept up with Madden since like 2012. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a regular thing. Like when they come out with the 99 list, is it just?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, are you saying that you don't think Justin Jefferson should be 99 because of kind of how far apart their stats were? Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily. Well, so okay. So in fairness, let's use that because I know that they still update the rosters like every week, right? So when
usually
there's not going to be a major jump, but it'll be okay. Well, somebody bumped up 2 or 3 extra points, because they had 2 consecutive weeks where they put up like 200 yards, something like that, right? So to start the season, whether we're just basing it off of okay, well, one was the Triple Crown and the other had another phenomenal season, or if we're saying ability or expectation going into the next season or whatever, I don't think that they both should have been 99 if that's the case.
That's a fair argument, bro.
Okay. But like I say, bro, I don't. It's
That's
tough
a fair argument.
It's a video game, and they have preference for. Oh, well, we're gonna put for a receiver. The big thing this year might be the blocking difference. The thing next year might be the spectacular catch. the thing the season after that might be route running and so on and so forth. That be the difference maker or whatnot. So I'm okay with the list, though, bro. I definitely believe Saquon, Jamar, Lamar, and Josh Allen should have all been on that list, if nobody else.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I do get your point because when he said, like I already knew that Justin Jefferson was gonna get a 99. I just assumed like every year I assume he's gonna be 99. But I do get your point because it's like at one point we do have to have some disparity. Yeah, he's this guy and he's been this guy since he came in, but Jamar Chase was on such a level last year that it's like, were they really the same receiver? You know what I mean? So I get your point.
No facts.
It just sounds like to me that we confirming that Jamar Chase is the best in the league. I ain't gonna lie,
Bro, it's all right, bro. Calm
but
down, man. Wipe
I'm
your
just,
mouth
I'm
off,
just,
bro.
hey,
We
I'm just
good.
saying, I'm
We
just
good,
saying, bro.
bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Like I was on that hill. I was on that hill for like 3 years, and niggas laughed. So hey,
Bro, last year was the first year he was just flat out better though. And Justin Jefferson has been that guy since he came in, so it was only right to give him that respect, bro.
hey, listen, my boy was hurt. Joe Burrow been hurt. They finally had the 17, and we seen what happened. That's all I'm
Right, bro.
saying.
Listen, bro. I gave him his respect. I gave him his flowers.
But let's move off into the next thing I want to speak on, man. And I wanted to talk about the rookie rankings a little bit, and we had the
Disgusting, bro. Disgusting. I'm gonna just come out and say it. Disgusting.
so they got the 10 highest ranked rookies. We got Travis Hunter out of 84. He's the highest ranked. You got Ashton Genty out of 83. You got Abdul Carter out of 81. You got Mason Graham out of 80. You got Will Campbell out of 79. And then you also got Jalen Walker out of 79. So not horrible, but I feel as if this is where they lost me. When Jackson Dart, Shador Sanders, all below 70s. You got Cam Ward out of 71. I mean,
Everybody but Cam Ward was under 70, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and Cam Ward was a 71. He's the first overall pick. Like I get if you want to kind of go talent, whatever the case may be, and I respect Travis Hunter, 84 because he plays both sides of the ball, yada yada. But I'm gonna just put it like this, bro. If you got the first overall pick and he was a dog last year. It's not like he was a wild first take. Like no one expected that he could go first. You know what I mean? Like I don't get that him being 71. Like you gotta kind of bring him closer to the top of the rookie rankings. Like it only makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think he should have at the very least been at 80. At the very least. I think he should
Right.
be.
Like I'm not saying he gotta be like 85, 86, because that's crazy for a rookie, respectfully. Like even 84 for Travis Hunter, I feel like might just be a little high simply because. But for him to be 71 and then all the other quarterbacks are under 70 is kind of crazy, bro. Like I don't know. I don't get it.
So and we know they base that off of what I guess they're anticipating them to do, and that's why I was adamant about the roster changes week in and week out, like according to what they did last week, or maybe even trajectory or something like that. Right.
Right.
It's heinous that Travis Hunter is at 84, bro, because it's based off of something. One position is heavily weighted over the other. So I understand he's gonna play both sides of the ball, cool. But if T. Higgins is listed ranked at an 82, I'm sorry, 86 for this year, and Cooper DeJean from last year is at 83, how the fuck did he get an 84 overall rating?
Thank you, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like that's high. Like that's crazy. Ashton Genty being 83, that's high. Like when did they start giving rookies these high ass ratings, bro? Like
So they
they
only
they
do.
usually be hanging around like high 70s, 80, 81. Like and that's rare. Now they got
So
now they got like 3, 4 rookies in the 80s, bro.
Yeah,
yeah, they
I,
got
I
four
can't get with
rookies,
that.
four
And for the
rookies, 80
simple
plus.
fact that I don't think my bad, Mike, you was talking.
No, I'm saying you're right. So it's four rookies with 80 plus, and then
Yeah.
the rest of the
And
top, you got 279s. That's right on the cusp,
right,
and then
that's
you
what I'm
got
saying. That's a lot of
478.
highly rated rookies. And I know it's been a thing. Like people are like, why you rank them so low? But why would you rank them so high? You don't know what they're going to do. There's all these players who have had to prove themselves year after year after year. Some of them are, in my opinion, have low overalls. And then you got Travis Hunter at 84. Like that's crazy.
So I'm just reading his specifically reading the rest of his player card is because they gave him receiver attributes as well. So it boosted him. Like for example, he got 86 spectacular catch. So that's really what carried him. They built him like he's going to play both ways. That's the only reason. He got 93 speed, 96 change of direction. He cut on the dime, all of that, 86 spectacular catch. So they got him catching like a receiver pretty much. And he also got high upper
What is
70, low 80s coverage numbers as well.
what is his primary position on the game?
So even the way they broke it down is just listed as CD receiver. So I don't know. I don't know where they're going to start him on the depth chart per se when the game drop. I'll say it like that.
In fairness, they don't know because they
haven't listed it. So I guess when they
I'm about to say they
start the
haven't listed
preseason and we
it
see it, then we
officially,
can figure it out there. But yeah, this shit crazy.
that's
Cam
tacky,
Ward was the
bro.
number one pick by far and away, and a fucking 71 is
I would
crazy.
rather be ridiculed for having him too low than to put him at an 84, and he's going to play two positions, and God forbid he's just mediocre at both of them, bro. Like,
I mean, and the one thing is like
it's
I
gonna
get
be a tough
people
fucking year.
people are like, oh, y'all kept doubting him every week in college, but the NFL is just way different than college, bro. Like respectfully, Andy's he's a smaller built dude. Like he's not no bulky ass dude or nothing. So like he's about to be going out there getting smacked around on offense. And then he's gonna go guard the best receiver on the other team every week. Come on, bro. That you know what I
no.
mean? Like that sounds a little crazy to think about. What's his stamina is gonna have to be a 99, 100 on man, bro. Like he's gonna be tired as hell every time he's on the field. That don't make sense. You know what I mean? Like I'm
The
trying to
Gatorade
figure it
symbol
out.
makes the people.
Nah,
They
for
still
real.
put
I
the little
think they're gonna
Gatorade
treat
symbol.
him like a game by game basis though, depending on
Yeah.
who their matchup is that week. So like if they playing like the Bears or some shit, you'll probably more than likely play them at DB primarily because they got more receivers for them to cover than you would need them at receiver. Like it just depends on who they play that week, I think. Which is a lot of extra fucking work as a head coach
Regardless,
to have to specifically map out a game plan for this specific player and then my whole team, but they drafted him to do it. So
Right. That's
yeah,
but that's just a
regardless,
whole nother thing, bro. All of this, it just to me, none of it don't make sense, bro. Because when it goes into Madden, bro, you know, stamina is a big thing. What's that shit? The overall what not aura, but you know the coercion of the team when you win and you start to you know
and
your
team
team starts to get
chemistry and all
morale.
that.
There you go. You know
Yeah.
your morale of the team, all that type of stuff matters. He's gonna be tired. He's gonna be doing whatever on the game, and then he's gonna be the only player with a downward streak, and then all the other players is gonna be up like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't seem like it's gonna translate. Well. I don't know. I already know how Madden makes the game, so I don't think they thought it out well enough to actually have him in a good position to play him correspondingly.
Yeah. What I will
uh,
say though is they do update it every other week because I played a lot. So every week or two throughout the season. So
Right.
the good thing is if these niggas don't play well, they will drop the fuck off. So like he at 84 now, he turn around and be ass, he'll be a fucking 80 by week 4. Like they will
What is
drop
the
his
scary
ass.
thing, bro? Because what if 2-3 weeks consecutive he's bad at both? Like how far is he gonna drop then, right? Because if both of them are elevating him to 84, and he's like a couple consecutive bad weeks, then he could drop easily to the very low 70s, right? Or what if he's great at one, but they take him off the other type shit, So
So what will happen is they will put him in the depth chart based on what I'm reading. They will put him in the depth chart. Let's say, like you said, he has 3 bad weeks at corner in a row, but he balling at receiver. His catching numbers would go up, but his coverage numbers are going to drop significantly. So when you put him in your depth chart at DB, he could go from an 84 to a 74 if he's
Right.
that
My
bad in coverage.
my my only thing is when the hell like in my entire life playing man, I have adjusted ratings a lot. All right. You know, playing with different players, seeing how different attributes work. When has spectacular catch ever affected the rating of a cornerback, bro? Like to the point where it's going to drive them up to
no,
some
I
like
mean it does. It plays a factor, but
yeah, but
it's never
if
played that much of a factor.
say you take it
It's
up
never
like
played that
50
much
points,
of a
it
factor.
might take your overall up 1-2.
Yeah, I'm about to
You
say
know what I mean?
one or two.
It really
You know what I
it
mean?
don't affect your overall.
I
It
think
shouldn't,
I
like you
think they
said.
I think they took in consideration of the fact that he is going to play both ways. I think that's why his overall is that high the way it is. Like that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
mean I get
it's
it. It just don't seem thought out. I know how man make games, bro. Like every year the game is not well built per se. You know,
They
to
flawed on purpose.
some people like it, whatever the case may be. To me personally, I don't think they make the game well.
I
So
think I think they'll have to add something in the coding specifically for him. And the reason why I say that is because if what Mike said, if you balling out on offense, okay, cool. But you drop after pick on defense, your catching has to come down, right? But it's going to affect you on offense. So I would want to see something where they have to work into the coding where it's just his catching ability on defense, not on offense, or vice versa, potentially.
So the depth chart,
but that brings up another point. My fault, Mike. But one second before I forget, that brings up another point to me. Is now what if you're trying to do that with other players? He can't be the only player they allow you to do that with in the game, because that wouldn't make sense. Because at any point in the NFL, a team could think, I like this receiver. I think that they would be good at corner, and they could start playing them, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Just like how Devin Hester wasn't really, nothing special at receiver. But if they wanted to put him at running back for whatever, and he's also had a couple plays at corner, like, you know what I mean? So it's not like it's the first time anyone has ever stepped out of line. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Deion Sanders. But what if somebody wants to consistently do that in the game? I don't think they thought it out well enough for you to be able to do that with other players as well in the same type of way. And then just like you said, how the coding has to be. I don't think they thought all that out.
Well, we know they're gonna sell regardless. So I'm just curious to see for Madden players, those that play regularly. I'm just curious to see how they're going to have a grievance against it type shit.
I think they put in the coding to make the depth chart like they do on college. So like on college football, you can go to the depth chart and put your receiver at corner. Now it's gonna show you what his overall will be. It might be a 64. He might be completely trash, but the depth chart is open to that. In college, you can play both ways. So they may have to code the depth chart like that in Madden. But like Will said, and he ain't gonna be the only person doing it. So you're gonna have niggas doing dumb shit like trying to put Jamar Chase at fucking corner because you know
I was just about to say that.
some stupid shit. Because you want to pick on a Hail Mary at the end of the game type shit. So you gonna put them at safety or some dumb shit. So they gonna have to fix it, but it's definitely gonna be broken at first. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, that's I mean, hey, it's Madden at the end of the day. We know Madden gonna always do something idiotic, so it is what it is. But
they ain't got no competition, so they don't have nothing to challenge how to do shit, for real.
Yeah. It's just like 2K. I mean, same thing. But let's get off into the Terry McLaurin news. So Terry McLaurin did request a trade, and
y'all know
I just want to hear some of the destinations and some of the teams I think that Terry actually has a chance to go to.
Let Birdman go first.
Go ahead, bro. I already know who you going. We know who you gonna say. Who you gonna say, Will? Who you gonna say, Will?
Chill, bro. He's going to the 2025 Super Bowl champions, bro. Come on, the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, I would love to see it.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. I've been wanting Terry McLaurin. I ain't even want DK Metcalf. I never thought he was on our radar, to be honest. I've been wanting Terry McLaurin, bro. I always thought that he was the best receiver out of that entire draft class. I think he's one of the most underrated receivers in the league. Him, DJ Moore. I think they're super underrated for how good they are. And I'd like to see him in our offense because the Steelers don't really have no route runner. You know what I mean? We got big ass DK. We got a Barbarian at wide receiver. So you know what I mean? Like he's a deep threat and he's a threat after the catch, but he's not really a route runner and he's not a sure hands type of guy. So
he's a faster, more physical Dez Bryant, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if DK ever has been as good as Dez, though. I ain't gonna lie.
But in fairness, you probably right. But if you give him a quarterback that's just going to throw the 50-50 ball his way when he's lined up one-on-one, I don't see how he couldn't be amongst the best. Right? Now I'm not talking about.
I don't know, man. You got to watch the film on DK. He don't play as aggressively. I think he might.
Yeah, he's not. He's more
lazy.
to get the ball and then bully you.
Yeah,
he's a real timid receiver when the ball's in the air. He's not really that good.
He's stone hands. Yeah,
I seen dudes like PS2. PS2 is PS2. He's really that for real.
Best in the league, bro.
But I done seen Pat Surtain put that man in Alcatraz, and it was bad. I'm not even talking about on some he just reading the plays. Well, no, it's like I want the ball more than you, and he's twice his size.
And that's why I credit to your point, bro. Like I said, I think he's extremely lazy. I think he has and I hate to do this, so give me a chance. I think he has a Randy Moss mentality of, I'm taking this play off, or I've taken so many plays off when my name is finally called on something shorter or underneath. just what you said, stone hands, bro. He don't catch it. So
Yeah.
if he was less, weight room or more, technicals, I think he would be one of those guys. But you can tell, bro, he's more concerned about his physique than anything else, bro.
I think I'm. It's funny. He actually said that he's not really that concerned about his physique overall. It's only because he plays football. I actually think that a lot of that, though, like a lot of his inconsistency and stuff, more so in the last like 2 years, is because who the hell really wants to play in Seattle? Like no BS. But when you're a receiver and you don't have a quarterback, you know what I mean, or you don't have a good team around you, or you know that you're not going to get the targets, just like all of those things, bro. Like all of that feeds into it. You know what I mean? Like want guys who are who are supposed to be number ones, who are supposed to be that 100 catch guy, shit like that. Like I think a lot of that plays into it. He's gonna have a lot more motivation coming to the Steelers, where he's literally damn near the only receiving threat at wide receiver. You know what I mean? We got a couple tight ends that are decent, but he's really the only deep threat for sure. So it's like
to kind
now
of
he got more motivation to play. I think he'll be a little bit better, a little bit more consistent.
to kind of rally back to the point, I agree with everything you said, but to kind of rally back to the point, I would like to see Terry over there with him. I think that, to be completely honest, bro, they wouldn't have any excuse to be able to compete. I ain't saying Super Bowl, right? But I don't think they would have any excuse to be able to compete with anybody. Defense is what they need. Would probably mature as the season went on. But then, like I say, the offense, I hate the fact that Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf didn't get anything going in offseason. Like, that's Aaron Rodgers' fault, I know for sure. But if you're telling me that him and DK could have got something going into the season, and then you add somebody like Terry, where's their weakness then? Right? Maybe offensive line, but Aaron Rodgers is not needing 15, 20 seconds in the pocket, type deal. So Buffalo was my destination. I don't think that they're probably going to pay for what Terry wants. Hence they got rid of Davis,
that's a real good one.
Diggs, and then I don't remember how much they're paying Amari Cooper, which I don't think is a whole bunch. But if they were able to make Josh Allen MVP,
he's not on the roster no more.
Yeah, Amari Cooper is not on the roster no more.
Okay, so he is officially off. So I don't understand why they wouldn't get him in.
Okay, what you saying, Mike?
Real quick, potential. I did say this last week too. Potential Chiefs, but I understand that if all of their receivers are going to be healthy, then there's no need.
Yeah.
So I got the whole AFC West except Denver. So I looked up all these. Where I was talking, I looked up all these receiving rooms. They're ass. They're so fucking bad.
No, the Chiefs are going to be better than people think.
The Chargers
is pitiful.
It's just it's Lab McConkey and nothing else. So the Chargers, the Raiders for sure don't have a number one receiver at all. They just got Brock Bowers, so it would take some pressure off Bowers. And they went and got.
Wait. Hey, Jacoby Myers is pretty goddamn good. I know a lot of people not high on him, but Jacoby Myers,
he's solid.
Jacoby Myers is not a true number one.
I can agree that he's not a one. He's not a one. But
so
if he
don't have a number one.
If he could go to a 2, I think he'll excel. But I think he still plays.
If Terry went over there, him and Terry would do some work, especially with Brock Bowers, Ashton Jesse. Who the hell is their quarterback? O'Connell.
Geno. They traded for Geno Smith.
They got Geno Smith.
That's no fucking better than what they had last year. They might as well just kept what they had last year.
I got the Raiders.
Can we put Jacoby on the same level as Michael Pittman Jr.?
No.
Is he on the same level as Michael Pittman?
Yeah.
No.
He's not. He's not the same player as Pittman.
No. I'm not saying the style. I'm just saying could he?
Yeah, I'm just saying caliber player. Like, where would you rank them? I wouldn't rank them in the same. Like,
okay.
Because I feel like they're not gonna send them to the NFC, but if they do, my NFC team will be the Falcons.
I don't know about that one, guy.
Yeah,
you put him over there. You put him over the opposite of Drake London. You get your rookie, even though he's not a rookie. He started the last 4 games last year. You get Michael Pittman.
I'm not gonna lie. If he went to anywhere in the NFC, I could see him going to like the Packers or the Panthers.
Nah, Packers just drafted 4th in receivers.
Bro, and they're all gonna be ass like every other year or not healthy.
Listen,
so what does it
matter?
Hold on now. Golden can play.
Golden can play, bro.
Bro, sounds good, bro. Sounds good. When a receiver actually plays for them, then I'll give you that.
Hey, we're gonna see because Golden can fucking ball. I'm not gonna lie.
That sounds good, bro. They just year after year, everyone can ball and nobody does. So.
Nah, I never believed in none of them niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do believe in
Bye,
both.
dude. You was high on Watson, dude.
No, the
Stop the
fuck out.
cap.
Hey, hold on,
Yes, you
Tom. We're
was.
not gonna lie.
You
We're
was on
not
some
gonna
Christian
lie.
Watson going off
I
at the end of the year.
Hey, listen, we could call Larry right now. I always said Christian Watson was ass. I've always said that.
All right, dude.
Like, don't lie on my name, gang. Don't do that. Don't do that. That nigga suck. I've been saying that.
He had 29 catches for 600 yards and 2 touchdowns last year.
But listen, let me say the teams, the two things that the two teams that came to mind when I seen the news. Instantly, I thought of the Patriots. I knew the Patriots were
I thought that too. That's
aggressive. They were trying to go out and get a number one. They made an offer for Chris Godwin. He didn't come because he wanted to remain loyal to Tampa, fine and dandy. They tried to make a move for Cooper Kupp. They got outbidded for him by the Seahawks. So it would make all the sense in the world if they went out and got Terry McLaurin if he was to really be moved.
Him and Diggs would put some work in, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
I think the Patriots would be pretty much the
Is
ideal
Robert
landing
Kraft gonna
spot.
pay him 30 plus?
You said what?
Is Robert Kraft gonna pay him 30 plus? Because that's what he's gonna want.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, they still got
hella cap. Yeah,
they got hella cap space.
I think he would pay him, especially to get Drake May weapons. Because their defense is good, bro. Like their defense is gonna be good, bro. Christian Gonzalez, bro.
Sure.
But another team that came to mind, I was gonna say the Raiders, but Mike already said them. But another team that came to mind for me is Arizona. I think if you get Arizona, Terry McLaurin, and you give him pair that with MHJ, and you get that going with James Conner in the backfield, Trey McBride at tight end. Like you got you a pretty solid.
It don't even matter about Marvin Harrison Jr. because Kyler Murray will not throw him the ball, bro.
Hey T, did you knock?
I was gonna say that. I don't get it, bro.
You said what?
Did you knock the Falcons? Did you knock him going to the Falcons?
Yeah, I don't really too much think that's happening.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's similar to him going to the Cardinals.
Or the Patriots. Yeah, you got a number. You got Diggs already. You got the dudes.
He's 30. He's 32, coming off ACL injury.
I could see the Falcons actually more than the Cardinals, simply because they got Penix there, and you want to get him as many weapons as possible.
I mean, on their rookie deal, it's the perfect time to play paper.
Bro, him in London would go stupid, and
Pitts and Bijan, bro.
And maybe Kyle Pitts will finally get the fucking ball because you'll have to guard them, and he'll be one-on-one with a linebacker or a safety all the time.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. If he don't get the ball,
he's not that guy.
Who? What?
Kyle Pitts is just not that guy, bro.
He's never had a quarterback.
Like, just let, bro. Just
I will say this, man. The 1 year Kyle Pitts actually got the targets he put up in the historic season. So I mean,
I'm saying,
I'm just saying, like, you got to have the chance at some point.
And he's not gonna get them targets with McLaurin in London there.
And that's why he's not going to Atlanta. You're absolutely right.
I mean, that's we're talking about Kyle Pitts' career developing. Then yeah, he's for sure not going there.
I could see the Commanders trading for Kyle Pitts though, to pair him with Williams.
Ooh, dog.
That would be
make it. Now that makes it interesting if you're gonna swap them out.
I mean, it wouldn't be no clean swap.
No, not clean. But what I'm saying is because Kyle's contract gonna be up, I think after this year, he's on one extension. He know he's not gonna get the target, so he might want to go somewhere he can actually put on and get paid, and then you give Terry his bag in Atlanta.
Yeah,
that might work. That's a good idea.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Did you want to do them top 10 corners, bro?
We're gonna hold that off for next week, gang, because we got the 2 hour mark. You did ask me though, bro, but we're gonna do it next week for sure.
All right.
But before we're gonna close out with the past versus present, man. I wanted to ask y'all boys who y'all taking in terms of some of these old school receivers, you feel me, versus today's day and age. So let me go ahead and pull the list up, man. So I'm gonna do the NFC. You feel me? We're gonna stay in the NFC. So past versus present. The first team I'm gonna hit y'all with the Atlanta Falcons. We got Roddy White versus Drake London. Who you got?
Roddy White.
For sure, Roddy. I haven't seen enough from London, bro, to be completely honest, but I'm going Roddy.
I go Drake.
Yes, that's nasty work, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Oh my goodness, that is nasty.
It's close
I'm
to
not
me.
gonna
I'm just
lie.
saying. It's close to me. I'm just gonna take.
I don't know why it's
running.
close, bro. I'm
God
gonna be honest.
damn,
The
that's
shit I've
crazy,
seen Ronnie
man.
White do on the football field, bro. I think Drake London still got a little way to go, buddy. Ain't
Okay.
gonna lie.
That's crazy, man. Let's next team I got. I
No, who
got
do
the
you
Giants.
got?
I got Roddy White, bro.
Okay, all right, all right. I just had to make sure
but
because
but look, that I ain't gonna lie, Mike threw me with that
All
one.
right,
But
bro.
next team I got the Giants, man. I got Plexico Burris on Malik Neighbors.
Plax, give me Plax. I like neighbors, bro. I like neighbors, but a 6'4", fast hands. I'm
I'm
sorry, bro. Give
I'm
me
gonna
Plax.
go Plax because when he told that story and said that he was injured that entire season for that Super Bowl run and he didn't practice, yeah, I gotta go Plax, bro.
If bro, all that shit with the gun never happened, bro.
But I don't know if y'all heard it, but he literally said, bro, he was supposed to have had surgery before the season started.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then,
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
it still dogged
And he went
out
crazy too.
facts. That's what I'm saying.
To be injured? Come on, bro.
I gotta go
Who
Plax.
you got, Mike?
I'll go Plex for this one.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. Okay, I thought
Nah.
you were about to be mad.
Only because we only got 1 year. We only got 1 year, neighbors. So I'm going Plex.
Shit, neighbors nice though. Shit, I thought
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
neighbors
gonna
is nice, bro. Like just
It's
the
only
talent,
1
for
year.
talent. Neighbors is up there, but I need to see more. Like I know what I
Yeah,
can get from
that's what I'm
Plax. You know what I'm
saying. I only
saying?
got
He
1
he
year,
was a
neighbors.
freak. So
All
Yeah,
right,
I'm gonna
so
go Plex. Who you got? Plex.
hell yeah. But let's go with the Seahawks right now. Then I got Golden Tate versus JSN.
JSN.
yeah, give me JSN just on. Give me JSN.
JSN for sure.
Give me JSN. Yeah, Golden Tate was good, but
He ain't had him tight. That footwork.
Who you guys did?
Yeah, I'm gonna go JSN, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Golden Tate, he wasn't impressive to me until he got with Stafford. I mean, he was definitely somebody that you needed to, mark down on the game plan, but he wasn't impressive to me until he got with Stafford, bro.
yeah, I don't feel like he was a one, and I feel like JSN is a one. So I feel like that's kind of where the situation. That's where he loses.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the Saints now. But I got JSN too. But we're gonna go to the Saints though. We're gonna go with Marcus Colston, and remember, we all healthy. Everyone's healthy. Or Chris Olave.
Chris Olave.
Colston.
Definitely Olave.
Colston, I'd see, Colston. Wait, talk about. I'm gonna say Olave in fairness because I don't think Colston would have done that with any quarterback. I think Drew Brees was a big factor in that.
Thank you.
I mean that's. I mean, listen. I don't know. We can say whatever we want. All I know is he made just as many plays for Breeze as Breeze made for him. I seen him
for
going up.
sure.
I seen him going up over defenders. I seen him catching in unseeable windows. Like
But
all
I
types.
seen him.
What's that?
But I seen them remake him. I said I seen them remake him. So I just Mike Thomas, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I believe that.
Well, Mike Thomas in his prime was easily better than.
No question. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Go get the ball type receiver is what I'm saying. Like
Chris Olave is a better route runner than Marcus Colston, and he's better.
I ain't gonna lie. I think he's a better everything than Marcus Colston.
That's why I said it quick. I didn't have to think about it.
I think I got Olave comfortably. I ain't gonna count. Now, hey, Marcus Colston was a underrated dog, but Olave when he healthy on the field, he one of the ones for real.
If he can get a quarterback to stop throwing headache balls, my dog can actually play a full season. But that's
he's the wide receiver. He's the two of wide receivers, bro. He's the two of wide receivers.
No, I'm not saying that. He get thrown a lot of hospitals. He get thrown a lot of hospitals.
Headache balls,
bro. We could talk about how the balls, bro. We could talk about how the footballs are thrown all we want, but the end result is he comes away with a concussion every time.
I mean, shit, you would too if you getting set up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point you just gotta stop going for him though. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know
Oh
your
yeah,
brain is mashed potatoes already. Like,
stop doing your job. Like that's just real easy.
If
Like
he don't go
come on,
for it, then
bro.
they're gonna say he giving up on plays, he half-assed, and so it's like,
and then you go out there and say, "Well, my quarterback wasn't complete dog shit," and would
I
throw me
mean,
a
we
comfortable
know Derek
pass.
Carr was bad. We know Spencer Rattler's ass, but
Right.
that's
And
what he
yeah,
got
they
to
Bro,
went
work
out
with.
and got
all I'm
Tyler
gonna say is
Sharp.
we could talk about what we want, but we
Yeah,
all at the end of
getting
the day,
Tyler still
you
is crazy.
in most conversations we're always gonna talk about players putting their safety first. I don't see the difference in this one. I'm gonna just be honest.
Hey man, if you want
Like
to say that, cool, but you're not in that moment, in the midst of you trying to attempt to catch a pass, you're not thinking I'm about to get hit. You're
But
thinking of
after
how can I
after
make
my
the
fifth
play.
concussion, I think that I might
Now you dragging it. Now
I
you
might
dragging it.
stop
You
diving
dragging it.
Well,
head
now
You
you call
first.
it.
dragging it. You
He
dragging it.
always
You
taking it
dragging
the
it.
extra
You
step,
dragging it.
bro.
You dragging it.
Bro, he's
Now
literally
it's
had
fifth
like five
concussion.
concussions, bro.
He's
Bro, they
had
had like two or
he's
three,
had
bro.
two. He's
Two,
had
bro.
two.
Hell no, bro. He
He
be dead
had
on the
two,
field
bro.
every other week. I always see him down on the field. What's wrong?
He
Yeah,
got
because
some shit,
Derek
bro.
Carr out there throwing fucking Grady balls. You're right. Yeah,
Bro,
that
some
shit
shit
bad.
is bad. And now
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
Tyler Schultz. So I'm really worried. I really want somebody to trade for him and get my dog the fuck out of there. But
But I mean, look, the
He
last
can come to the Steelers.
fuck y'all. Hell, definitely don't want to go
listen,
there. Fuck y'all.
We want everybody.
I
listen.
know.
The last team I'm gonna hit y'all with. I think this one is probably the most debatable, in my opinion at least. We got the Commanders / Redskins. We got Santana Moss, and then you got Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin. I like Santana Moss, but Terry McLaurin.
Fuck. He was right. This is hard.
I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
shit.
Hey yo.
I'm
San-
going. Hold on.
San-
Okay, so
Who you
before I
going
look
with,
this up,
Sid?
before I go look this up, I'm going Centennial, and this like I'm bringing in quarterback play, bro. If we just going off sheer talent, then yeah, it's McLaurin. But if I'm getting to choose the quarterback to pair with him, I'm probably gonna take Centennial, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Terry, but it's very close. I'm gonna take Terry though
Terry
because
McLaurin had one good quarterback. One
that's
good
true. But
year
not
of
even just that.
quarterbacking.
I also feel like he's a
Shit.
better
Who
blocker.
the fuck Santana Moss had?
Rex Grossman, right? He was
Trash.
better. He
Campbell
was
too.
better than
Trash.
everybody Terry
And
played
we
He had
with.
did not
Campbell.
just give Rex
He
Grossman
had
no
McNabb.
airtime, bro.
He had
Man, he had Donovan McNabb later on in his career.
he had
Still was
Campbell.
better than everybody Terry played with.
Nah, bro, because
Nah.
Terry played with Cousins, didn't he?
Kirk Cousins was better than McNabb at that point.
He played with Cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his rookie year.
But Kirk Cousins is not the best in game, to end the game. But no, Kirk Cousins has always put up numbers. I'm
He'll
not
sling
saying,
that motherfucker for sure.
yeah, but big pause,
Bro,
Come
can
on.
you say anything that's not an innuendo, bro?
Bro, can y'all grow the fuck up? Can we be adults on the fucking screen, please?
Oh my
Stop acting
god.
like fucking
Hey,
teenagers
no,
and
that's
shit.
hey.
Y'all wild as shit, bro.
He definitely throw that motherfucker around.
What the fuck else are we talking about? We talking about football.
Listen, man.
Shit,
Listen. We gonna. Hey,
pause for the
I,
motherfuckers at home. How about that?
I had annoyed the first one. That second one was wild, though. I'm not.
That's insane, bro.
But
Y'all wild.
look, yeah. But I got Santana, man. I think Santana was really underappreciated, man. I think he's one of the best route runners the game has seen. And I think that's a
I
lost
agree
art.
with that.
So I got Santana in terms of who I'm taking between them two. But that is close. I think that was the closest one.
For sure.
That is close. But that'll be it for the pod, though, man. We got the 2-hour mark. Appreciate those who tuned in. Like, subscribe to the channel. LastWord Productions across all platforms if you're not doing so already. And also hit that bell notification, be notified whenever we do go live. So anything y'all boys want to add before we head out?
I'm good,
Pittsburgh
man.
Steelers 2025 Super Bowl champions. Let's get it.
Bang Niner game. We on that.
Hey, next episode we gonna do a prediction for the Steelers, man. We're going through the schedule. We gotta go through the schedule for real.
9 or 8 wins as usual.
Bro, we're gonna be better than y'all. That's all that matters.
I bet
As
your
long as they
offense with a
don't have
better
a
record than
losing,
us.
as long as they don't have a losing season.
Oh, you're
Mike
right.
Tomlin-
My fault. I forgot y'all playing the worst division in football.
Who's the worst division in football?
Y'all division, NFC West.
That's literally cat. But you can go with that, I
Y'all are
guess.
trash. Who y'all got? The Cardinals trash.
We whooped y'all last 10 times we
Seahawks
see
trash.
y'all. So
See?
I know that.
Y'all go with
Last
that.
2 times we see y'all got that ass
Bro,
So
that's
that's
not
all I
true,
know.
bro. Y'all beat us so ass time, and we beat y'all the time before that because we
You
had
lost the
Minka.
last.
That's
That's
Minka's
trash.
that's the Minka game. He had like 2 ints or something.
Brandon Ayuk put foot in the ass.